Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another horrific game. Tonight, I'm joined once again by the fine folks at Brotherhood of the Dice and Infinite Monkey Tales as we take part in the next session of the Draconis Trilogy, an alien RPG created by Free League Games. Before I hand you over to our host, I would just like to remind you to show support to our guest streamers by subscribing to their platforms and following their works. Links are in the chat and description. With that being said, I hand you over to the game mother.
Good evening. So we are fast approaching what could be the conclusion of our first foray into the Draconis trilogy. So without further ado, let's just get back into it. So last session.
Turn down the effects in the background.
Oh right, sorry, is it loud?
It's loud.
Okay, no worries. One sec. Give me a second. How's that? That better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. If it's a problem, just let me know. So good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, there's at least one alien creature loose on the Kronos. Cham, Johns, Cooper, and now Flynn are all dead. So Flynn went crazy, and Miller shot him in self-defense. Carlton, the Kronos' company liaison, has locked herself away in her corporate suite. And with the Montero gone, the survivors have been left with little options. But is that really loud? But we've been left with little option to try and get the Kronos up and running again. To which there are several systems that are in need of repair. There is the comm array that requires a spacewalk to repair it. There's the engines, which also requires a spacewalk to repair the engine relay on the exterior of the ship. There is an issue with the reactor in the reactor control room that needs sorting out, and of course there is the air scrubbers, which are not functioning properly due to decades of dust and lack of use. So Rye is currently on the outside of the ship and just finished repairs on the comm array, which I believe was successful. But there is something out there with her that's just woken up, maybe?
It's creeping, man. It's creeping.
Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, excluding Clayton, of course, is on D-deck in the vehicle bay, guarding the airlock that Rye has been using, or is using, or has used. When there's the sound of something emerging from one of the vents on the opposite side of the vehicle bay. I think that's where we left it, as we're desperately trying to concoct some plan for trapping whatever it is, which has ranged from throwing the motion tracker to opening the airlock on the vehicle bay, on the vehicle lift. But I don't think you've come to any definitive plan as yet.
It's because all of the plans were really bad ones.
Yeah, I think we came up with a plan and then started poking holes in it, didn't you?
That was it, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah.
Let me drop them volumes down a little bit because they still seem a little bit high due to me.
Yeah, we were
okay,
so tracks is called. Oh no.
So I'll hand it over to you guys. So of course, I should mention that unfortunately we're missing Andy, who's playing Wilson. So yeah. So Mr. Wilson might be faded into the background a little more this episode.
Typical corporate swine.
Yeah.
Get themselves.
I think you were doing that. I think you were doing that anyway, kind of fading into the background, letting the rest of you do the work and take the risks anyway. So, yeah. And he has taken a bullet to the shoulder. So,
funny enough, by another corporate. What a shock!
Yeah,
it's corporate rivalry. Yeah,
backstabbing
over each other to get to the top. That's what it is.
Just a couple of things I can't. I was looking through, but I can't quite remember. Is Davis Davis is still wearing the helmet, isn't he?
Yeah.
He
Yes,
took
he
it
is.
off. He did take it off on at least one occasion. I think he took it off to have the hypo, the inoculation, didn't he? And then he put it back
Twice
on
he
again.
did actually. Once to consume random drugs that he found, and one for the inoculation part.
Yeah. Cool.
Because he had his helmet
for
off the first time, that's why I had to get the inoculation, because it's like, uh-oh.
For the record, I can't. There's an issue with send the chat with me joining, so somehow you can kick Nitos out of the game, so I can rejoin.
Yeah, no problem. I shall kick him out. We did did this to somebody the other day. It's kicked out. So if you
excellent. So
if it still doesn't work, let me know, because we have this issue.
Now I can join.
Right.
Well,
We had this issue with the D&D game the other day, and I had to kick somebody out and then restart Foundry.
Excellent. Lee has like a killer look on his face. He locks and loads his gun and turns to Miller and says, "Do I see it? It's us or it, and I'm choosing us every time, man. What's the plan now?"
Look, if you see it, man, you shoot it. All right, don't hesitate. Just let it have it.
I won't be hesitating.
Yeah, obviously Reed readies herself as well. She's got the shotgun.
Okay. And I think Miller probably moves back towards the intercom, and it'll be right, you there? Kind of whispering loudly into the.
What? Shh! Be quiet! There's something out here! Shh!
This was the only airlock that we could use, isn't it? The one that she went out of it is here in this.
Yeah, so there's another airlock over this. There's a total of 4 airlocks on D deck.
But they all come into this.
Yes.
This
so
room.
there's one here, one here, one here, and one here.
Okay.
But obviously we decided to stay here to guard it because I don't know, a funny feeling something like this would happen.
Yeah.
So, I need to correct a mistake I made with the regarding the bolt gun as well. So I said that each reload of the bolt gun only had 1 shot in it. That's not true. It's I misread it. It's so after you've fired it, it does have like an ammo. It does actually have an ammo clip in it. So after you've fired it, it takes you have to take a slow action to reload it. So it's slow to reload. So basically, it can fire once every other round.
Oh, there goes your bolt machine gun idea.
No,
apparently, some engineers, according to the source material, some engineers have modified them to fire like a speed of a machine gun. But they're highly dangerous.
I wonder why.
More likely to blow in your face than anything else. But that's at least I have the bolt gun as well, but I've got the shotgun at the moment because it didn't seem like worthwhile to like do 1 shot and that be it. Try and get a few pops off with the shotgun, whatever the hell this thing is.
Yeah.
Tired of running, Miller. I'm tired of hiding. It's time to put a slug into its head.
Yeah,
know what I'm
okay,
saying?
just calm down, man, because we all
I can't
like
calm
to
down.
get
I
out of this
feel it right
intact. Just shoot straight, okay?
Listen up, stay focused. These things are fast.
Right,
Don't
how
give
much
it any
air you got
opportunity to the rushes. Just open fire. Just unload into it, but be careful. They move like a motherfucker. 1 or 2 of these things will be able to take out my entire bloody crew. I just Reed starts having a bit of flashbacks, you know, and the shotgun's shaking slightly just at the memories of what this thing is.
Right, check your air. You might need to find another way back in. I don't know how and I don't know where, but we got company here too.
What do you mean another way in? There's not many ways in. I can't stay out here forever.
No,
Fix
I know.
it.
Look, I gotta go. If you can find another way in, well, you know what to do.
Fuck.
Flick the intercom off. What's this thing doing? Can we still hear it?
So you can still hear sounds of movement coming from around this area. Read this. I mean, your experience of these things, they're just aggressive, really, really aggressive. They're not particularly stealthy. They have seen instances of them sneaking up on people, but once they generally just charge in just clear, just like abandon, just no like sense of self-preservation to them at all.
So with that in mind, I'll shout across the bay. Heads up! If you're human, I would strongly advise you to show yourself, or else you're getting a face full of lead. We're not messing.
Okay, so there's some more movement, and you see a couple of the crates topple over as this thing lurches into view. So it's clearly
Open fire. As soon as it appears, open fire.
Okay. Go ahead then. You can get off a free shot as it it kind of lopes clumsily into view.
Right. So
That doesn't sound like the same creature, does it?
Range combat. Yep.
Yeah.
That work?
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh dear. So that's a
Yeah.
panic. So
Don't panic now.
That means that you empty you panic and fire off your entire clip.
Oh crap!
It's a shotgun.
There you go. You fired off your entire shell.
Yeah. So yeah,
Is
Is it pump action? So you've emptied.
How about
yes?
how about story points though? How about story points? Don't we have like possibly 2 since we finished Act 2
I have a
as well?
story.
Yes, this is something I was going to bring up in a moment. Yeah, we need to, because we are proceeding into Act 3. So your Act 3 agendas have been triggered. So we do need to assess the story points for Act 2 in a short while. So, but everybody, I think most people have got 1 story point anyway.
I got 1 from Act 1. I didn't last Act 2, so it doesn't. Didn't last long enough to get anything.
Yeah, but you
should get an automatic story point just for your character going out in a cool way.
Just to show you how to die.
But don't forget, your story points belong to the player, not to the character.
I'm playing. Yeah. Can I use my story point now to fix this?
So you can change. You can create. Basically, can spend it to get a success. So you've already got a success.
Let me have another success. Does that get rid of the stress?
No, it won't get rid of the stress. It will potentially do more damage. You can spend it to do for extra effects. So you can spend it on more damage. You can cause it to the impact to knock the target back.
I'd like to do damage to the target, please, because that would be a good idea. I don't think that was the kind of whole point of shooting at it in the first place.
Okay. So did you? Oh, you did. Did you do that from your skill or from the gun?
I did it from range combat.
Yeah, you should do it from the gun, really.
Oh, right, okay.
So ignore that and just do it from the.
Sorry, my apologies.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
Because if you do that, then it'll work out do the damage. It'll have all.
So where do you click? Do you click on the quantity bit or?
No, you click on the actual name of the gun, actual name of the piece of equipment in the inventory.
Oh, it said it's inactive. Why is it inactive?
Yeah. So to move it from inactive to inactive, you just right click it.
No. What's this?
There you go.
Oh, wait, right.
Left
Sorry,
click and then right click to remove it.
Right.
Yeah, I moved it up for you. There you go.
Okay. So I just click on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks a bit better.
Yeah, there you go. You're getting out the proper thing. Okay, so that's 2 successes. So the base damage of it is 3. The extra success can be used to up that damage by 1 point. So
Let's do that. I want this thing to be hurt. I don't want to just have it shrugging off, whatever.
So you need to make a stress roll.
Okay, just click on stress to do that.
Yeah. Okay, so you start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. You're at panic level 8. Okay,
So I'm just like, not again. You're not taking this, Cry.
Right. So let's see what the creature gets here.
So is that just one shot unloaded into it?
You've basically got because you've panicked, you've gone wild and just like emptied the entire clip.
Oh my god.
So basically wasted loads of ammo, wasted the rest of the ammo. But the shot, the impact of the shot is just deflected by its hide. It doesn't even, not a single shot penetrates it.
Bugger.
But yeah, so you've now got so the quantity of in your shotgun is now down to 0, but you have got 2 reloads left. So if you want to alter that to 0, and then when you can spend a slow action to reload.
Right.
On another turn. But yeah, the shots, just like I say, the spread from the shotgun just bounces off it. But this thing just like staggers forward and then just collapses on the vehicle bay.
Really?
Yeah.
But we saw the shotgun cells like
yeah, you can see.
bouncing
You
off
saw. You can see
Scarface.
there was an impact, but there were no visible damage to it at all. But this thing just like I say, it staggers forward. There's that Reed fires off a shotgun in a panic.
Okay.
Fire off multiple shots, but as the pellets from the shotgun strike it, it doesn't seem to do any damage, but it just staggers forward and then just sprawls forward, collapses across the vehicle bay.
what the hell is that? Is that thing playing dead now? Is it playing possum?
Just be careful.
Yeah.
You don't understand these things. You can't stop them. And I'm just kind of just shaking, even though it's empty. I'm still pointing the shotgun at it because I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck nuts.
Are you still pulling the trigger?
If it's standing still,
click.
Yeah.
if it's standing still, I'm gonna pull one on it, and he will get closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
And throw fire with the bolt gun. I believe that's an appropriate range, right? Also, is that a wall here?
So the vehicle bay. So this this line here just shows you the border of the vehicle bay. So this is the vehicle vehicle lift. So it's not a wall as such. It kind of
different area, like we have a straight line.
It counts as a different. It counts for as far as ranges go. It counts as a different. It potentially counts as a different zone. But if there's a little ruler there, and you can like measure from there. So you're in short. That counts as short range. So you're like 12
Okay,
meters away.
Yeah. He will get up to 10 meters. He will
it's
shout
basically showing you the border of the vehicle, but the actual lift that goes down.
Davis will shout out at Miller that's following him, saying, "Get back, Miller! Get back!" And turns around and left clicking or right clicking, maybe because it's standing still. Have a clearer shot.
Yeah, so you can if you right click it, and you can add a bonus dice. Yeah.
1 to the base modifier, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. Not bad.
Right. That's two hits. So so it's armor piercing. So it ignores. So it just punches straight through any armor. This thing's not moving, so you can easily pick it out where you're aiming for. What part of its body you're aiming for?
I guess head. It has a big old head.
It does have a big old head. It does. So yeah, the bolt just hits it. Clear hit straight to the top of its head. As the bolt goes in, and these bolts when they're fired, they kind of expand. They're like expanding bolts, and the top of its head just.
Ooh.
But it doesn't.
Wow.
There's no reaction. It doesn't. There's no reaction from it when this happens at all. Other than the force of the impact.
Davis will start shouting, "Play possum now! Take that motherfucker!" Ah! And other
Lee,
things like
just
that.
calm down. And I'd like to go over and examine this body if I
Can
may.
I start reloading?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but not actually in so there's no not in combat anymore.
No, just more the fact that
it didn't really start. Get a chance to start. So it's definitely dead. I mean, this hit from the bolt gun has just obliterated most of the top of its skull.
Yeah.
You can. You've not got analyze because you're not a scientist.
No. I was kind of wondering if there was any, because we saw something earlier on that had the name tag or a badge of a Marine. I was wanting to know if there was something like that here.
No, there's no. So this thing is completely naked. There's no like any remnants of any clothing or a spacesuit or anything.
Sure. Okay, so kind of flip the body over. Just getting a good look at this thing, trying to figure out what it is.
You can make a wits check.
Ooh.
Lee Davis is reloading just in case. I have 3 more. Shots,
so it's still like I said, John. It was my mistake. It does function like any other gun. So you don't need to replace use one of the reloads unless you panic on it. The only restriction with it is after every time you fired, you have to spend 1 round reloading it because it's just slow. It just takes that long to reload it.
Also, can I pick it up?
Sorry,
continue.
And it only ever fires 1 shot at a time, unless you.
I was wondering if I can take back the bolt that I launched.
No, they're not reusable because they're like these expanding bolts. So when they fire, they expand because they're used for like
a rivet. Yeah,
they're used for plugging up holes in the hull, doing minor hull repairs and things like that.
I think I need to roll stress.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you do need to roll stress. Yeah. So yeah, looking at this.
Did I do that right?
No. Yeah. I'd forgotten it. Yeah. Oh wow.
You just looked at it and go, "Wah!"
Okay. So you can ignore the seeking cover thing because that's not...
Yeah, I mean, perhaps as he's looking at this thing and how hideous it is, he steps away, starts backing away from it.
Oh,
His
man.
eyes kind of widening.
You increase all of our stress?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see yeah because you can see Miller just like is examining this body and just perhaps being like says, but perhaps being in close proximity to this thing. Seeing one of these things up close, it sends him into a panic.
I'm thinking maybe this is the thing that killed Cham. Maybe, who knows?
So it's certainly its hand. It's clawed hands, and its face is certainly covered in blood and gore. Some of it dry, some of it fresh. That's not a result of the devastating headshot that Davis.
I just have a thought. It's like, do you want to tell your colleague to come back down this airlock again? I think we've cleared it. I shout over to Wilson actually to get in the comms.
Yeah.
The Kayla to come down this, come back down this one, so she's not trying to run around the ship. Well, Wilson's by the door, so we'll just have him do it.
There's no comm units down here.
But by the door.
No,
Wilson.
No, you've got your units on your
suit. Right, I thought it was using the
suit comms. No, so a comm unit looks like, if you look at the legend, a comm unit looks like it's a square with it's like a circle with 4 dots on it.
All right.
Looks like a game.
Yeah, that was me. I think I probably made out that he was using some kind of comm panel. He wouldn't have been. He'd have been using his.
All right. Okay.
Communicator thing, wouldn't he? Yeah, sure.
I want to update Kayla, let her know to come down to see him. Airlock.
Okay.
Sooner we're all together, we'll get the hell out of here.
Speaking of which, so yeah, you all need to, if you haven't already, thanks to that panic roll, you all need to increase your stress levels by 1. But meanwhile, outside on the ship, Ryu, so you've just completed the repairs on the comms array, and this, like I said before, this thing suddenly unfurls itself. It stretches till it's initially standing at a height of maybe about 8 feet tall, and then it drops down onto these like almost simian looking elongated arms with these elongated hands that it curls into like fists, and sort of that it kind of rests on and sort of propels itself forward on these fists. And it's kind of, I mean, obviously it's slowed because it's out in space, so there's zero gravity, but it starts sort of almost like jumping, almost hopping forward towards the comm array, towards where you're hiding behind this comms array.
Uh-oh.
And as it gets closer, I think I said this last time, but as it gets close, you can see what you initially thought was like a helmet is not the helmet. As you can see, the ragged remains of the neck, the connector where the neck, where this helmet would connect to the neck piece of the suit, and that's gone. But this thing, there's like almost looks like a translucent gelatinous cowl that's grown over most of the head of what looks to have been a person at one time. You can still see the remains of a tattoo across the forehead, like across one side of his forehead, of the figure's forehead, and there's just this beneath this gelatinous layer that you can see the sunken and hideous caricature, the remains of what must have this person's face. The eyes are sunken and blind. The teeth, there's no lips, and the teeth are all revealed, and the teeth are coming loose and dropping out, being forced out by the growth of new teeth beneath them and behind them. And the feet are no longer human looking, like splayed out into like 3 and formed into just 3 thick toes. And like I said, the arms are elongated. It almost puts you in mind of a primate, and it sort of like puts its fist down as it sort of walks along on all fours.
The hell is that?
And it approaches, like I say, it starts coming towards a comm array.
Okay, so, and the only thing I would have with me right now is any tools that I use to fix this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And how far
Unless you
away
brought
is...
something else out with you.
No, my shotgun got taken off me.
Would that work in outer space anyway?
Yeah. No good in a vacuum
Still
or
hit.
zero gravity.
A shotgun with pellets probably wouldn't be very effective now.
It'd make me feel better, thank you. So
you could use it to get away from the thing, I suppose.
Propel. So in relation to the airlocks, whereabouts would it be in sense?
So
is it me in the airlocks, or is it can I see a pathway?
So it's basically it's basically behind you. So you'll head back and climb down the side of the engine pod, and then that'll and then underneath, and then you go underneath the engine pod 1, and that'll take you back to the airlock. So you basically go in like a loop, sort of up from underneath round to the top.
Okay.
And there's a lot of, there's kind of there's in some places obviously there's ladders and handrails and things, and there's certain points there's like safety things where you can hook your suit to, like at the comms array there's like an area where you can hook your suit on to secure you, so stop in case of a mishap and stop you from suddenly just like drifting off.
Yeah. Okay. So to get to like the didn't mean to open that. So like the airlocks down here, would I walk along the top or walk along the engine or across?
So
the
you
engine?
go. Yeah. Let's see. So you go. So it's safe here. You go. You can walk along the top here, and you go down the side, and then underneath.
Okay. No, I mean like if to get. So would I still go that way to get to like the other airport?
So yeah, if you want to go that, you could go. Yeah, you could go that way first. Yeah.
Right. But either way, is it still away from the creature?
So either you could, either of these stab at a port. But either there are airlocks on this side, you could potentially be moving away from the creature. It's only obviously the ones on the opposite side you have to move past it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So
you could take a circuitous route to avoid it as well, potentially, I guess.
I'm just gonna start going to making my in the direction of this airlock.
Problem is, it might wreck your work. Maybe you better just tune it away. Make yourself look bigger, leave your arms, and chase it away. So it doesn't ruin your work. Because you're going to have to go back up again.
So what do you want to do,
I'm
right?
already very panicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start moving south towards the direction of this airlock.
Okay, so you're going to go for the
said not to use the top one. Yeah, because the only other idea I had to not use the airlocks was very stupid, and I don't know how it would happen. So we're just going to go for that one.
Fair enough. So you wait for your moment while this thing starts moving around until it moves around the opposite side, and then taking the opportunity, you leave your cover and head across the top deck, the top side of the ship, across the dorsal side of the ship. You're making your way towards the front, or rather towards this second airlock. You can see the areas of the ship on the hull where there's like massive the hull breaches. There's huge holes being torn in the hull, with the explosion from the Montero just ripped open the hull in several places. And you can see there's chunks of the Montero embedded in the hull of the Kronos. And you can make a maneuverability roll, I think. I think it's maneuverability. Yeah. Maneuverability versus its versus its observation.
I cannot.
Well, let's see. Its observation is not great. Okay. So, despite it failed, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, because it failed as well. So yeah, Rye failed, but it failed. So there was no. So yeah, it didn't see anything.
Didn't see each other.
Yeah. So despite the fact you maybe in your panic you stumble and stagger a few times and have to pick yourself up, glancing back, this thing doesn't seem to have noticed you, and it wanders off across the hull and disappears into through one of the hull breaches to the interior of the ship. And eventually you manage to scramble down, climb down the ladders, and access start to access the airlock towards the more rear-facing airlock on this side. And you open the outer airlock, close it behind you, and then quickly discover that the inner airlock has been sabotaged. Somebody has clearly try to open it. Comes up. There's a malfunction with it. Somebody's clearly sabotaged it from the inside. You can attempt to force it open.
Does it have a window?
There is a small, yes, there's a small viewport. That so you're in here, and this is the inner airlock, and then there's a small chamber where you'd for removing suits and what have you, and then another door that actually leads into the vehicle bay. So looking through the door, all you can see is this kind of small chamber with benches in and racks or empty racks for storing suits.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of space reasons. That's not the right word. I know it's space reasons.
Think of space reasons.
No, because
looking for space reasons not to do something or to do something.
Because if we can open the door and it's not like the airlock side of it doesn't work, is that the whole pressure difference?
No, so you can close the outer door and you can depressurize it, but it's just the inner door that's
okay. So
basically
it's just
the
issue, right?
Yeah, you have to you can try and force it open, but we basically make a heavy machinery check on it and try and force it open. Of course, once it's forced open, unless it's forced closed again, then it won't be safe to use the outer airlock anymore.
Okay. To be honest, I think at this point I would just open it because I was like that creepy thing. I need to get back inside.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back outside and go back into the other airlock.
Yeah, which they told me not to do, and the other option is to go through the hole which the creepy thing went through, and that's not a valid option. So yeah, I'm going to try and force it.
Okay, give us a heavy machinery roll then.
Someone got the
so that's
TV
a success, but...
Yeah, sorry.
So that's a success, but it's also got a panic on it. So you need to make a panic roll first, just to make sure that your panic doesn't cancel out your action.
So that's just a stress roll, isn't it? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because some panic results will. Okay.
More panic.
More panic. PC's panic levels increased. Oh dear me. Yeah, Berserk, you must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, or friendly or not. You won't stop until you've. Yeah, obviously not friendly creature.
She can attack the door.
Permanent trauma.
Attack the door, which will open it.
Yeah.
So
And
there we go.
Yeah, screaming and yelling at the door as she tries to force it open. I like that.
So
That's cool,
you fly into a complete frenzy and just it's like hammering away at this door till it finally submits and you smash partially. You force open the door. So screaming and shouting, Rye suddenly bursts out into the vehicle bay. Or rather, a muffled scream. You can probably see her more than hear it.
By Reed.
If those doors are that thin, I'd be worried about this ship.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not that she's broken it, but sort of smashed it up. It's like it's just sort of physically forced the mechanism open.
So I guess that's going to have been pretty noisy. We probably would have heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wander over there. Guns, all guns ready, I suppose.
Yep.
So as you rush over to investigate all the noise and commotion, you see Rye comes almost staggering through the door, almost falling over and collapsing onto the floor.
Okay, I'm going to nervously look behind her into the chamber. Behind.
I think at this point I'm going to do something stupid.
Okay, I like stupid.
No, just because that's that much of a panic trying to get in. I've just gone mental, broken down the door. I'm probably exhausted, gasping for breath. So I think subconsciously I wouldn't even think about it. I'm going to take my helmet off to breathe.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So yeah, as you all approach Rye, you see her like in a panic fumbling at a helmet and tear a helmet off, throwing it to one side.
Okay, I'll go over to assist. And I want to check what her air oxygen level is. It looks like she's run out and she's now trying to. So I just want to try and get a gauge of how much air she's got left in that tank.
So it's low, but it's not empty.
Okay. So I'll perhaps be trying.
Oh, in fact, it's quite high actually. She's got quite a good.
Yeah.
It's probably half full.
Yeah, I wasn't losing air as
in that
much as you
case-
guys, and then you guys gave me your air.
Yeah. I want to.
That's right. We loaded you up before you went out, or they did.
I want to try and calm Rye down, and I'm gonna use command on her. I think.
Oh,
in this regard, because that's my talent, right? I can pull
Is it?
rank.
you can.
So
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to make a point of reminding people about the talents. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm basically just saying, don't touch the helmet. You've got plenty of air. Don't touch the helmet. And ordering her to basically not take her helmet off.
Not take it off. Okay, very well.
Yeah.
So, so the descriptions for people to so people know. So you can use your command skill to order other non-officer PCs and NPCs around, so long as they belong to the same organization, which in your case is somebody that's a member of your crew. To force someone to follow your orders and perform a specific action. So you roll command against the target's manipulation. So it's an opposed check.
Yeah.
If successful, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves.
He stressed himself. Oh, I was going to say, you stressed yourself out by giving the order.
My God.
Jesus.
Okay, so I'm not going. Don't roll. Don't roll stress for that. It's
Okay.
fine.
I mean,
but
I can see why. I might be rolling stress for that though.
Well, I tell you what, if you
justify-
want, you can push it, of course. Oh, can you? Oh no, you can't.
No,
it's
I
not,
can't.
it's not
No,
allowing it,
no,
is it? No, you
no.
can't push it. No.
So I suppose I'm doing that before I even get to her. I'm shouting at her not to take a helmet off, but she's not listening to Miller because it's Miller, I guess. So
Yeah.
I
Not
guess
you,
the
Miller.
helmet, yeah.
No, actually,
don't
yeah, you
do
can.
that.
I think you can roll stress. Yeah, I think that's more than appropriate, actually,
Yeah.
for both of you. Yeah, like you say, because just seen the one. Oh,
God, everyone's losing it.
yeah.
Permanent
Everyone's
trauma.
just-
I got
If
a
I gotta roll
permanent
this-
trauma.
Oh
Stop
wow.
doing area of effect things to us, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Drama.
Yeah.
So flee. You just can't take it anymore. You must flee to a safe place.
That doesn't seem quite appropriate.
Maybe you just maybe in this case it'd be a case of like you through frustration you go and take
Yeah,
it away somewhere
go and
quiet,
sulk.
away from everybody else.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it's kind of like a god, and it kind of turns around and walks away.
And now we have to roll panic as well.
Yeah, everybody else needs to have to make a panic roll.
Well,
So
I wanted to
the upside of your outburst for Miller though is it does release some stress, so your stress goes down by 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, actually, that happened before with
It did.
Miller, I think as well, which was kind of weird because he reduces his own and increases everybody else's.
Yeah, so sometimes like these
That's not very leadership-like, you know.
So some of the more extreme outbursts, because it like lets out so much energy, so it just like release a little bit of stress, but causes everybody else's stress too.
Did I need to roll stress or?
Yes, and Ryan needs to roll stress as well.
2 things. First off, where do you roll your panic? You click on the stress.
Yeah, click on the stress. Yeah.
Okay, and I
I
wanted to say
more
that
stress.
Lee.
Can I use my skill?
I wanted to say that Lee will stand over the dead xenomorph and wonder in quiet speculation, maybe whisper to himself, "Why the hell did you stand still? Did you want to die?" And then, because you also seen the Marine, that one of them was Marines, the one that they killed with Miller earlier. And then he will hear his friend shouting, and he will drop his weapon to the ground, apparently. Yes, I will drop my weapon and run towards Miller and say, "What happened, Miller? Are you okay?"
Okay, so Rye just kind of collapsed on the floor. She's ripped her helmet off and she's now just like lying on her back, just like staring blankly at the ceiling, just like catatonic, completely catatonic.
To be fair, that actually sounds really fitting for what just happened.
I think it does.
Yeah.
I thought they did. That was cool.
We don't have to worry about trauma because you roll, you check for trauma at the end of the session, so we don't have to worry about it for the moment.
Okay.
And this could be potentially the last session anyway.
Well, so.
Yeah.
What the
But
hell
basically,
happened to you
traumas
up
are
there, Ryan?
insanities. Sorry, go on.
So do I have the roll now as well?
Yes, you do.
I was going to use overkill, but that just means you start kicking the crap out of people.
Yeah, that's only in the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really going to help anything right now.
No.
Let's not do that.
No, that won't be good because you just start
And
killing
you pulled
people.
the token of Rye of Kayla to know where exactly she is.
Oh yeah, sorry, he was outside. Yeah, there we go. Let's put you all in the same spot. Yeah.
Rob item. Oh,
it's invisible. That's why. There we go.
I just threw my shotgun down. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why are we doing that?
Get it together.
Okay. I imagine. Yeah, Miller is just standing, his face kind of pointing up the ceiling, but his eyes closed. He's trying to breathe slowly. As Davis kind of runs up behind him. I'll just look Davis straight in the eyes and I'll say, "She took her helmet off, man. We need Rye to get this ship working. We don't need her infected."
We do have the suitcase, man.
And
right?
I kind of at that point I grab Davis by the collars. I lean forward and I quietly say to him, "That vaccine doesn't fucking work."
How do you know that?
Because Flynn took it.
Out of game, sorry. Flynn's the guy that we killed.
Flynn's the guy that went nuts. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, but that was out of game.
Yeah.
Maybe he was exposed to something else. I also took my helmet off, and he did. He looks, he points at Wilson.
And when you say I took my helmet off, and I'm just looking at you like, yes, you did.
And he did too, and he's looking okay.
So Wilson's kind of just lurking in the background, a little bit away from everybody.
I'm just thinking aliens. Who'd you call him? Corporate guy, aliens.
Hicks. Oh,
wasn't it Burke?
Burke was the lieutenant, wasn't he? Lieutenant.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
the corporate guy?
No, Buck Gorman. No, the corporate. The corporate.
No, Gorman was the lieutenant.
Yeah. Yes.
Burke's
the corporate guy.
Yeah, Burke. I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
No way. He sort of.
Right. What did you see up there? Just put your helmet back on. Get yourself together. You're freaking us everybody out. Let's get our weapons, man. He says to Raid, and then he goes back to pick up the weapon that he dropped.
Okay.
I think sense will slowly come back to Rye and just like start moving, and then just like, oh shit. Just pick up the helmet, shove it back on, like nothing happened.
Yeah, if you do it very fast, it didn't count.
Yeah.
Like the 5-second rule or something.
It's not in this, but yeah, we need to get our shit together, man. We're gonna die if we don't. This falling apart is not gonna do anything. That's what happened to my last crew.
There's
We
there's
can't
something.
fall apart. They're all that's left.
What about the comms, right? Did you get it working?
Yeah, I did what I could with it, but there's another creature. This one, oh, it was different than the one we saw. Than I see before. It's come inside the ship. It was outside. It was literally outside, and then it started moving, and then it's come inside the ship. It came through the broken hull.
It wasn't like this. Wasn't like this thing.
No.
I'm pointing at the.
Yeah. Look, we killed one.
No, it was more ape-like. Still weird and gangly, and it had like a weird. Oh, it was just gross. Its teeth was falling out, and it had a I can't remember what you called it, but bubble around its head. And
Oh yeah.
Was it like 7 feet tall? By the way, out of game, the one that we just killed wasn't 7 feet tall, right? Because we hear.
Yeah, they're both quite big. Yeah.
We did kill one that was 7 feet tall. Okay.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking she's describing is what we saw in the med bay, I think it was, because it had the badge of the Marine on it, didn't it? It had the Marine's name badge on.
It did.
It was the body of one of these, of something there. So there's, I mean, so Miller's arrived at the conclusion that there's obviously they've been experimenting with stuff,
People.
This alien creature, and they've somehow infected the crew. And I'm thinking it's probably through that vaccine.
So this is what you saw, right?
Oh my god!
Way.
And this is what was that Davis just put a bolt through the head of.
Yeah. So we're
very
basically
different things.
Prometheus then.
Okay. Is there a possibility that those infected are turning to those creatures slowly and steadily?
They're turning into something.
What can I tell them?
Yeah. Because Reed encountered something on the planet, didn't she?
So the only thing, by
the way, can I just clear something up? Game Mother, please. In my description, I am Sergeant Reed, not Private Reed.
Oh.
Well, we'll have less that. Who the hell assigns a private as a security detail?
So these are the things that Reed has seen. I mean, this is the like adult form of those creatures that start off as the small thing that burst out of Cooper's head. So they start off as this, and then quickly mature to that.
And that's what Reed encountered on the planet.
That's what they encountered on the planet. Yeah.
And it comes from that black goo. I know don't want to metagame, but obviously I oversaw those events. The busy
so things you don't know. You don't know as to the link to the to that substance. No.
Right. So we were on, and I explained that we're down. We found that substance, and that was the containers they came in.
So that's the relics. Yeah, that's the relics.
They're the relics.
But the team, while you were down there, the team was attacked by those things.
Yep.
And some of them, some of the team somehow became infected and gave birth to more of these things.
But I don't know where the infection comes from. I relay that to the team without metagaming. But we all know what's happened, but we're trying to stay in character. If that makes sense.
Somehow some of the crew became infected and were killed, giving birth to these creatures, to these baby versions of these creatures, essentially. But that's
That
that's
looks
the only
worse.
thing that you encountered down on the planet.
That looks worse than that. to be honest.
And some of them, because the crew got infected, some of the crew got infected. Some of those things then made it up onto the ship.
Can I explain the big bulbous head thing? We didn't encounter that.
The kind of with the one with the long arms that Rye just encountered.
No, you didn't. You've never seen. You've never
No.
seen that. You've never seen.
Okay,
that.
so I relayed it. Never seen that
Yeah.
before or heard of it.
No. So
but I
that
know these
description
things.
does. Yeah, at first, maybe you mistake you think she's describing one of these other creatures, but yeah, no, it's not. She's right.
Should we take Rye to the body?
Say again.
Should we show Rye the body?
Oh, yeah, we just did. We were saying, did it look like this? And she
Yeah.
said
Oh,
no.
No,
Yeah.
nothing like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, it seemed to have remnants of a suit on. Actually, it had vague humanoid features still, but it was very elongated and large and creepy.
It could be an in-between state between the one that we killed in a human form. I think it's pretty obvious that these things were human. I reckon that thing, when it got shot, then it kneeled down and sprawled like as if it wanted to die.
Yeah.
Didn't you notice that? And also they're freaking blind. They have no eyes. So maybe the moment it felt getting shot, it realized that a human probably is trying to kill it, then it gave up to die. Maybe they still have
maybe it was already
spark
injured.
of
Maybe it was injured.
consciousness.
Maybe Cham managed to do some damage to it before he died.
We didn't.
Well, we do have comms, right,
He was a big
Kayla?
guy.
He barely
and
have
he
comms
was
now.
tough as nails. I reckon Cham
Yeah,
probably.
we should have communications now.
All right, if we have comms, let's send a distress signal.
Actually, can I look at the body and see if any of my shotgun pellets actually penetrated?
Yeah, so you can look at it, but you can confirm the none of it. None of the shots penetrated. You didn't hurt it in the slightest. It was only Davis's shot with the bolt gun that did any damage to it.
Okay, so with that in mind, I'm gonna pack my shotgun away and bring out the bolt gun that I have. Because
Okay. Okay. So I've checked the character sheets and the agendas for Act 2 and awarded story points where appropriate. So some people have 2 story points, not everybody, unfortunately. Okay, so it's at this point you hear the sound of the lift doors closing. Looking around, you see Wilson is gone.
I was about to turn around and say, don't we have enough samples for that retirement fund? Hey, Wilson? What the hell's Wilson?
Slimy rat.
Is there a gauge on the lift to say which deck it's heading to or anything like that outside? Or am I...
Bing, bing.
I would say there's probably some kind of. I mean, it's not going to be like one of them old like.
No, it's going to be a little
like
little
a clock down thing. But yeah, so it's going. Obviously, it's going up because gang, and it stops at B deck.
That was where the Cronus' corporate officer was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's probably still looking for that escape ship.
Probably.
I mentioned that we were going to try and talk to her, seeing she locked herself in.
Yeah.
Because even though Flynn and I had our differences, and I just explained we've had like
Miller
butted heads since the entire mission. But we were going to try and talk to her to see what the hell was going on. Now, things have just went completely pear-shaped, but we can't have two corporate people running about. They will shaft us without even blinking.
Okay.
I think we should go to the corporate suite and try and get in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Need to make sure they're not going to do anything funny.
This is the other lift wasn't working. This is the only one that's operational, is it? So we've got to wait. Okay. So we wait patiently.
Okay.
We're acting like we're in an elevator. You see why everyone just goes quiet when you're in an elevator? We're just doing that right now.
Checking your watch periodically. Yeah.
Don't make eye contact.
Okay, so eventually the lift doors open.
Okay.
Wilson's not there, surprisingly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. We can't waste any more time. We don't know what he's up to, and I don't trust him.
Wait, maybe he's gone to the bridge. Communications are back on.
Okay, well, let's go find out. I mean, if he's going to broadcast a distress signal, great. I don't know what his game is. Let's go find out.
Okay, so yeah.
About time we got secure that freaking bridge.
Yeah, talking of bridges, who's self-destructed your ship? You absolute lunatics. Why would you just do that?
What? Who self-destructed our ship?
Oh, you think we did that deliberately?
I don't know what to think anymore. Everyone's gone mad.
Yeah.
Why on earth? That could have been our ticket out of here. Off this.
I mean, no shit. And
why are we being stranded here?
We're all
I'm starting to
thrilled
get
be here
suspicious.
with you. We'll step into the lift. Wait till everybody's in and hit the button for B deck.
Yeah.
Angrily. Bang.
Okay. So, just want to check everybody's aware of their Act 3 agendas as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Bear in mind, can you all take temporarily move your headsets apart from Rye, please?
Oh.
Shit.
I shall give you a thumbs up when it's time.
Okay.
Okay.
So the comms in your suit crackles, and you hear a female voice. It takes a while for you to realise it's Clayton. It says, "Am I speaking to Rye?"
Yeah. What's up, Clayton?
Says, "I need your help.
Why do you need mine?
We're in a bit of a bad situation here, and I think we can help each other out."
How do you say?
I have a way off the ship. Guaranteed. But I can't leave. I need something. If you get me this something, I guarantee you're way off the ship and home.
Okay. What is it you need?
So I've been listening to the comms, the conversations you've all been having, and it doesn't sound like things are going too well down there.
No. You've got some very peculiar things going on in this ship.
To understand that Flynn's dead.
Yeah, he went berserk.
Right, you can hear her like cursing under her breath. She's like, I need you to retrieve one more if you can manage it, but at least one of the canisters from my storage locker on C deck. Bring that to me, and I guarantee I'll get you off the ship, and you will have no financial worries ever again.
Is that so?
That's so.
Question. Is that one of the things that I put in my pocket?
Where did you get that from again? That was
The
from
medical
the
bay.
So you took one of the smaller ones, didn't you?
Yeah. So it's just it's a small version of it.
It's one of that's one of the vials that's in one of those canisters. So the canisters contain several of those vials.
Okay.
So this is while all the while this is while you're riding the lift up.
How much time do you have?
I think you can see we have little. We don't have any time. This ship's going nowhere unless those fools can manage to fix it. The engines are out. The engines are still offline. The reactor's still off. The reactor's still malfunctioning. The scrubbers are still malfunctioning.
Yeah.
I'm not
There's a
hanging
lot of
around
work.
to see if they can get this place fixed.
And
This
you
is a one-time
guarantee-
offer, Rye. One-time offer. If you're not interested, I can go somewhere else.
Oh no, I'm definitely interested. But you can guarantee you've got a way off even after
I
what
can
happened?
guarantee you safe passage off this ship.
Where do we meet?
When you have what I need, bring it to the corporate suite. Come alone.
Okay.
And bear in mind, I'm listening to the comms. And it clicks off.
Okay.
You can put your headphones back on. You put it back on.
Mr. and Mrs.
You can put it back on. You're not seeing it.
Nope.
Mr. and Mrs.
Do you know where one of them went into this soundproof booth while the other had to questions? Yeah, they had to come out and answer the same way.
So the lift clunks to a halt and the doors slide open. And there is someone stood there, so just a mere couple of feet in front of you.
Not
With their
for
back
much
to us,
longer.
or they're facing us.
Facing, yeah.
I haven't.
Do we
swapped
recognise them?
No, you don't. But Reed does.
out. Okay, do I shoot them?
That's,
Recognise them as friend or foe?
I
pull the
shall
trigger.
show you what they look like when I can find these. It's a complete mess. These.
If there's any growths, I'm pulling the trigger. So it better be a pretty picture.
Characters. This is who you see.
Oh, Ava.
Yes, it's Ava.
Wait.
She's Sergeant Reed.
Ava. Yes, you're okay.
Yes, Miss Clayton was good enough to repair the damage to my head.
You were damaged.
Yes.
Hang on,
Unfortunately,
did I see Ava damaged? Yeah.
you found she was outside the armory.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, I was hurt in a altercation with one of the alien creatures.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Ava. We haven't had much luck ourselves. We've already lost
So I
Do you remember?
understand from Miss Clayton.
Where is Miss Clayton right now?
Miss Clayton is holed up in the corporate suite. Unfortunately, I was unable to comply with her requests.
Can I ask what those requests were?
Miss Clayton wants me to retrieve some canisters from her storage locker on C deck.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
It's not.
I'm afraid I refused, as transporting these canisters back to civilization would be a big mistake. The canisters contain a highly dangerous bioweapon.
Are
And it
things
will
starting?
compromise my programming to put people at such risk.
I'm glad you made that decision, Clayton. Things are not good here. Can you give us an update of the threat level?
From what I'm able to determine, most of the alien creatures have been dealt with or expired. Their life cycle seems to only last about 24 hours, and then they expire. It seems.
Well, that explains the one down in the loading bay.
Yeah.
It seems they were created for the purpose of cleansing areas of unwanted life forms.
What's that got to do with the canisters?
The canisters, I don't know the direct correlation. The canisters contain a agent that the company was interested in acquiring.
Do the inoculations work? Do you know that? Flynn seemed to have become infected, yet still
The inoculations were created through experimentation with Agent A03959X.9115.
Clarify, please. Is that what's in the canisters or something else?
Affirmative.
It's the canister.
I'm afraid the inoculation was not fully tested and is flawed.
More good news.
Anyone who has received the inoculation is at great risk of undergoing an extreme biological and genetic transformation.
You mean turning off to those things?
One of the things you may have encountered, not the creatures from the planet.
Oh, the thing that Rice saw.
I think that might be right.
The thing that was in the med bay.
Do you know if there is any way to prevent this severe biological transformation?
Currently, there is not, sir.
Oh, great. Good news.
You can.
Thanks.
If you have taken the inoculation, you can receive another stress at this point as well.
Yeah.
That's everybody, isn't it?
No, not everybody's taken the inoculation.
No, Ryan's not had one.
Nope.
Okay. God, my stress is creeping up.
There is a small chance of the body's defenses fighting off.
Hey, what do you know? I've been subjecting this body to strange substances for more than 2 decades now. Maybe I've grown out of it, right, Miller?
Perhaps
there is
hope.
How much time?
Miller's
Give me an ETA. Just give me an ETA to know how much time I got.
Victims usually exhibit symptoms no longer than 24 hours after being injected with the formula.
when you say symptoms, are you referring to like the onset of symptoms, like the rash?
Onset. I've observed several stages. the first stage being a rash. And
yeah,
headaches as the material genetically re-encodes the person's body. The process is quite painful.
Having heard that, can I have a stress back seeing it's not happening to me?
No, you can't have a stress back, no. Because you've taken the inoculation.
Yeah, but I'm hearing this. I'm hearing good news. It's been more than 24 hours, so I'm.
Well, it depends.
Yeah, but you were
just
in cryo.
before you went into cryo sleep.
Yeah.
That puts it on pause. Wait, didn't was Wilson complaining about headaches?
Yeah, Wilson's already showing signs. And I'd say I don't say anything, but I cast a quick glance at Davis.
Davis is he's accepting his fate. He's cracking jokes and smiling. And
there may be some crew members who are infected, who are contaminated by the inoculation, that are still active on the ship. When the ship's life support systems failed, it's caused the creatures to go into some kind of hibernation, slowing the evolution process and also the decaying life cycle of the alien creatures, which is how they have survived over the past several decades.
Right.
So can we?
The ship is also infected with fungal growths created by exposure to the atmosphere, the ship's atmosphere of the agent. Some of the canisters were compromised and the agent escaped into the atmosphere.
All right. This is about time that you tell us the bad news. Am I right?
Well,
I'm afraid there is no other bad news, sir. The only thing I can suggest,
it's just news,
is that we place your bodies in cryosleep and perhaps a cure may be found upon return to a Weyland-Yutani facility.
Sure.
Yeah, first of all, we need to get this ship heading towards civilization. At the moment, it's flying blind. We've just got the communications back up and running. Have you had access
according to Mother, the communication I've had with Mother, the engines are still offline. The relays, external engine relays, are damaged. The reactor is controls are malfunctioning. There appears to be some kind of contamination in the reactor control room. I'm afraid you will have to forgive me, Sergeant Reed. I have not had time to investigate these problems firsthand.
That's understandable. You've done well so far. We're trying to figure out these problems ourselves. This is a crew from the Montero, did you say your ship was?
That's right.
Who landed here as a rescue mission, but decided to blow up their ship for some reason. I don't know the logic.
There has been quite extensive damage to A deck.
Yes, that would be thanks to our rescue
Mother
team.
chamber is no longer accessible.
Apparently, in 70 years, rescue tactics have changed, and obviously don't make sense to us primitives. But apparently, you land your ship and then you blow it up, and that's how you rescue people.
As a senior remaining member of the Kronos crew, I'm at your disposal, Sergeant Reed. I will help in whatever way I can.
As always, Ava, that's appreciated. Right, we need to get a plan of action together and keep ourselves safe. There's no way this ship can go back to Earth. We'll need to go to an outpost of some sort, and we'll need to be quarantined. There's no way this can
According
be
to the
released.
information I was able to obtain from the bridge and from Mother, we are currently 3 parsecs from Anchor Point Station.
Right. Could you change the filters on the air scrubbers if we get to work on the engines?
Of course. If that is your orders, Sergeant Reed.
Yes, the air is not very breathable.
I estimate it will take a shift of work.
If you could do that, please, it'd be appreciated.
Is there anything else, Sergeant Reed?
Just do you know what? A hand of the shotgun. Look after yourself and try not to get damaged again. You're valuable.
I shall do my best, Sergeant Reed. Good luck.
No. So I'll give her the shotgun. I'll obviously keep hold of the bolt gun.
I shall retrieve supplies from the storage on sea deck.
If you run into Clayton again, please get on the comms and let us know where she is.
As you wish.
Thank you.
Right, she walks into the lift, turns round, presses the button.
Well, you're right about one thing, Reed. This ship can't be allowed to go back to Earth.
No, this
What do you suppose Wayland and Yutani are going to do with this stuff when it arrives in Anchor Point Station?
They're going to want to seize it, and I dread to think they'd want to test it immediately, but they're definitely going to want to seize it. And
I don't know if you heard, Ava. She said there was a bioweapon aboard.
Yes, and I think we've all encountered it. Those things are efficient. I cannot stress enough how efficient those are, and I had a squad with me.
Yeah, okay, I'm not making myself clear. We take this back to Anchor Point Station, and Wayland Yutani are going to do what they do with it.
So what are you suggesting?
I think it's pretty clear. You take one of the...
Well, we're going to have to decontaminate the station. It would be a shame if all the samples happen to have been decontaminated as well. I think if we're on the same page. Captain Miller?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you find an escape pod, and whoever is not contaminated gets the hell out, and I stay behind and I put this shithole into self-destruct mode with whatever is left on it, including Wilson, those things, and whoever else is infected.
Anybody that took that vaccine.
Well, I would include myself in that. Sort of have momentary pause, realizing that this could be the end.
Do we still have... Is it one left? Or did we just leave the vial wherever?
No, it's a suitcase.
That thingy dropped it.
Do you have the vaccine or the...
Yeah, the vaccine,
because there was a few left, if I recall. There was
So
a couple
Flynn
or three left.
Flynn had the case.
That's what I mean. He had it before he went crazy. Did we actually do anything with it, or is it just still left down there? Did anybody pick it up?
I had it in my inventory, by the way, but I removed it because I thought that he had it, but I don't remember if I still kept it.
I don't recall us saying anything about it. It would have been remiss of us to just leave it behind, but it was quite a stressful situation, so maybe we did.
Things got a bit panicked.
They did,
So we could
yeah.
literally have done anything,
Yeah.
depending on what the plot requires.
Well, I may have picked it up after since I had it in my inventory, because I removed it today when I saw it, because I'm not having it, but
Yeah,
I may
that-
have picked it up, but I can't
Has
remember
our
it now.
plot armor been activated? Do we still have it?
Flynn was the last person to have it.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's gone then.
No, I mean it's still there, but
Yeah.
but it's useless. It may as well stay there.
I'm thinking let's go to the corporate suite. It's the only place that would possibly have an EV. If there's an EV, then I suggest activate it and we self-destruct the ship.
How can we self-destruct the ship? Is it done manually from the bridge, or can we do it via command, like authorization code to the captain or something?
I would not recommend using. There's a chance
I've
that
said
Mother
that
could
other
override our
character
commands.
too. It's another character question.
You have to do it manually.
It can manually overheat the reactor.
Yeah.
So the Captain Miller would probably know. Maybe Davis. Sergeant Reed might not know. Rye would certainly know.
Okay.
Well, if does Davis know? Because Davis is it's the one who wants to pull the trigger, metaphorically speaking, for the ship to stay behind.
So there's good, like I said, there's a good chance you'd know, because you all worked together on there, and you were all responsible for the Montero. There's a small crew. So to the self-destruct of most vessels can be activated from the reactor control room.
All right, I think I'm heading towards the reactor control room, Miller. If you get my vibe, if you know what I mean.
Hang on, I think we should do it together. Splitting up is going to put us at risk. Make sure we've got a. Let's secure the EV first. Let's see if it's operational. I say we need to go to the corporate suite. Clayton's still running
What if there
around.
is no EV? What if there is no EV?
If there's no EV, then we need to make a. Do we go out? Do we want to go back to civilization as we are? Do we just make that call?
Okay, well, let's go and find out.
I've lost my crew. These are what's left. I can't make a decision. I can only make a decision in that case regards my own life. And I've seen what's happened. This is not something that should be inflicted on humanity.
Okay.
Soldiers fight with honor. This is not honorable. This is genocide. This is the stuff of cowards, not soldiers.
Right. You're right. Let's go find Clayton. Maybe
Clayton
Wilson.
needs to be dealt with anyway, and I think you're Wilson. Can't let them two run about. They obviously have their own agendas.
No, he's trying to make some money.
Yeah, he would step over corpses for it. He proved. Yeah, she made that clear at least. Well, I lived a life of substance abuse and I paid the price here on this chrono ship by removing my helmet. But if there is and I'm willing to pay for to deal with the consequences. But if you're not infected, the rest of you, and there is an EV, I think there's worth fighting for a fighting chance and trying to find it. But whatever the case may be, my life is forfeit, and I will stay behind and go to the reactor and to put it to shreds.
You won't be alone. You sort of have to bulk them. Because I've been inoculated, so I'm.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Here, that's what happens. You trust people. And when it turns out we're all just lab rats, these... What were you carrying on your ship?
It's helium-3, wasn't it?
Tritium, something like it.
Yeah.
Actually, my
Oh,
character would know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's tritium.
Tritium gas.
Tritium, that was it. Yeah, tritium
That
gas. That was
Tritium
it.
degrades into
gas.
helium-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worth a lot.
Yes. It was going to be a
Yeah.
very profitable run.
And
We sure could use some of that stuff right now.
yeah, what I'm saying is they were prepared to, if I'm guessing the way things have went down, they're prepared to sacrifice that for this. What are they prepared to do to us?
So you're implying that like someone like maybe Wilson killed my baby, killed the Montero?
Who comes on a rescue mission and explodes a ship?
Yeah, that part actually
Does your ship
confused
normally
me.
explode?
No,
Ships don't
no, for
explode.
the
Wayland
last
Utani
years that I
We've
was
been
flying
floating
it.
in space
Or the
after a
966.
massive battle for 70 years and didn't explode.
Had to be Wilson. It had to be Wilson.
All right, there's one thing I have to knock off
So
my
if they're
bucket
prepared
list.
to do that with an expensive
before
cargo,
dying.
what?
That's getting revenge on for Montero.
I mean, you're right, Reed.
Believe me, I don't want to die. Sacrifice too much. But I think if we go meekly into this, look what they're prepared to do, if I'm right. And I don't think you're arguing with me what happened to your ship. This was no simple rescue mission.
No, it was set up.
Right. So plan is go to the corporate suite, take care of Clayton so she can't run interference.
Okay.
Wilson, if they're there, we can't have corporate interference. See if we can get who we can off the ship, and then we're going to blow this fucker up.
I got a plan.
I got a stealiness. Now that we have a plan of action and we're going on the offensive, I'm just resolute. A calm comes over me.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So where are you heading? Up to the corporate suite.
Corporate suite, I think. Yeah.
Can I have my bolt gun activated, please? And then the shotgun removed?
Yeah. So
Because every time I try to click, it brings up the...
Yeah, so if you're on the... where are we?
Yeah, it keeps bringing up that. I right-click on it, it brings that up.
So you do it on the image, on the little icon of the gun.
Ah,
So
okay. Sorry, map. Right,
left click, and right click.
There we go. Ah, that's easy. Right, thank you for that.
So are you sure that this is the best idea? She literally shot somebody.
We're both Davis and I are holding bolt guns.
Yeah. And on the plus side, it was Wilson she shot.
But that's another thing. Like Wilson, the communications are up and running. How do we know he's not sending communication to get back up here when we're all talking about not getting anybody here?
It won't matter.
Yeah, what are they going to find?
That's why we need to move.
It's-
Be decisive and move quickly.
Because can Mother override the countdown or anything? If we set up for a countdown.
That's why I'm saying we don't go through Mother. We do it at the core itself. That can't be overridden.
Yeah, but
We don't
Ava
use
said it was contaminated. Like we might not even be able to get to it.
That's why it's, Ava's cleaning changing the filters. We should have her soon.
Yeah, but the areas, if the area is contaminated like the science bay, then might physically we might struggle to actually get into there.
We'll cross that bridge. Let's secure this area first. And then that'll be planned better.
Okay, your suit comms crackle, and Ava's voice comes through. It's a little bit distorted, but it's the voice, you can recognize her voice. And Sergeant Reed, I have retrieved the supplies, the replacement scrubbers. I shall now proceed to the air scrubber shaft and initiate repairs.
Thank you, Eva. Appreciate the update.
I mean, Ava can get into the reactor room, right? The reactor control room.
We need to be careful. If we give her orders that compromises human life, she could act against them.
Yeah, sure.
That's why she's carrying out actions that'll preserve us. But don't know what.
Sorry, carry on.
I said that's why she's out of the way, doing something that's useful in case these plans fail. At least we'll have her. But if she's there and we do anything that's going to compromise her programming, she could turn against us. We'll have to watch with synthetics.
Good thinking. This door is locked, isn't it?
It is.
One of us left the cutting torch.
I've got a cutting torch.
Nice.
How long will it take to get through? I'm asking the GM. I guess whoever's on the other side will know we're coming as well, which is
yeah, they would, yeah. They would.
I mean, we could start cutting through anyway.
Basically, tapping the shoulder, right? Once we're through, pull to the side. I'll go through first.
Okay.
Davis, you follow me. If I get shot, you follow where I've and take out the target.
Okay. So I'm going to hand Kayla the cutting torch.
All right.
It's going to take you a few minutes to get through there. I might go and see if Wilson's on the bridge.
Then I would like to pay attention. I think, Tony, you're muted if you're talking to us, maybe.
Yeah, sorry. So what if she's you're going to notice there's someone's coming through the door. Why should I risk getting shot?
You're not. You're cutting through. Pull the door to the
As soon
side.
as you cut. Yeah.
Pull the door to the side. I go through. The door's covering you.
What am I cutting? I'm confused. What am I cutting?
Cutting through the door into the corporate suite where Clayton is.
So I'm cutting a hole in the door
because of this. Yeah.
Basically, where the lock is, you're cutting
maybe
through that.
an EV there, but
you disengage in the lock.
Yeah.
So I'm cutting a hole in the door.
Yeah.
Well, kind of cut through the lock, whatever it is, the locking mechanism, kind of allow.
Forcing it, basically like physically forcing the door open, cutting through the lock, like they do on Aliens.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Yeah.
So did you say Miller's heading to the bridge? Did you say?
Yeah.
Miller, are you armed?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you going to load the bridge again?
I want to see if Wilson's there. See what he's up to.
No, wait a second. What do you mean what she's up to? Won't be anything good. Well, Why are you risking splitting up?
Because you're cutting through that door, and we know there's somebody in there who's armed. For all we know, Wilson could be in there too. I don't know.
So let's wait and find out. Look, I'm not losing both Montero and you to that bastard Miller.
Fairly sure I can take care of Wilson.
I mean, not if he's infected. I mean, what if he's
Not if
actually
there is
infected?
an alien thing out there, a xenomorph besides Miller. No, if you're going to the bridge, I'm going with you. I suggest you wait till we check out this corporate suite, then we do it together.
Let's clear this. Let's clear this first. This is our objective. Let's clear this objective first.
Yeah.
Once Kayla cuts through, you and Kayla pull the door, use it for cover. We'll go through and deal with whatever's in there.
Right. Ava comes across the comms again and says, Sergeant Reed, I am now entering the air scrubber's shaft. Be aware, I have spotted one of the alien creatures on B deck.
There you go. Are we on B deck right
That's
now?
where we are.
Yeah.
We're right next to the air shaft.
Oh no, you're not. You're definitely
I must
not going now,
apologize,
Miller.
as my comms I will be unable to communicate once in the air scrubber's shaft.
Thank you, Eva.
Do you have any final orders?
No, Eva, carry on as requested.
Final
Thank you
orders.
again.
Oh.
Okay, right. So the comms cut off.
At least if the air scrubbers work, that might clear some of the contaminant out anyway. Gives access, but we need to clear this objective first before anything. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, don't forget, if you are doing anything without the assistance of a suit with an air supply, then any stamina rolls are at -2 because of the high carbon dioxide, not monoxide. That'd be pretty fatal.
That would be game over.
Yeah, so the carbon dioxide content in the air causes you to have -2 penalty on stamina checks. Oh, talk of which, that's a good point. I think everybody can make an air supply roll. If you're still relying on it.
No.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay,
So-
nobody's-
For the air, do we have like an external display of that? Just
yeah,
out
it's
of
kind of,
curiosity.
there's a readout in your. You kind of got like a. I think I'm not sure. I think it's on like a little readout on the wrist of your.
Yeah, under consumables, it's the top one. Oh, well, you're talking about they're not in the sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, the actual
Yeah,
suit has got a basic
Yeah.
environmental readout, little thing, like a little sort of comms, like a little pad on your wrist of your suit, I believe.
Kayla's doing okay, probably.
Push comes to shove. Davis could give Miller air.
So yeah, with the suits, I let it because we'd said that last week, but the suits have to be recharged at the EVA stations.
They're the ones filled
We
with.
can't just give oxygen tanks. We can't pass
No.
oxygen tanks
No.
between us, right? I mean, this is 70 years old. Maybe that's how they were doing it back then.
Still got these. Well, you can see them on the map. The EVA stations. So that's where they store the suits, and that's where they're recharged.
Yeah, but the one you went into was gnarly, wasn't it? Well, good thing we've got our synthetic working on the air scrubbers. At least something will happen. Right. Cut away.
Okay.
Open sesame.
So the comm unit just at the side, just across from Clayton's door in the corridor, crackles life, and you hear Clayton's voice. I wouldn't advise you do that. No one will be making it off this ship if you attempt to break your way in here.
I sent you a message, Phil.
Oh, where did you send me that? Was that in
Infantry.
Oh,
Well, you haven't heard the news. All of us are already dead, so you can't threaten us for shit.
You're gonna have to do better than that, Clayton.
Also, I don't have the blowtorch in my inventory.
Oh, okay.
No, it's in mine.
Let me just switch that over then. Millet and right.
Does it matter for us? It's more of a role playing thing. It could be set in the ground. Just to...
There we go.
What's the game that people can't actually pass stuff to each other? You have to actually drop it in the ground, and then the other one picks it up. It's a shoot 'em up.
I imagine there's quite a few like that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You can't actually pass your ammo to somebody else. You have to like drop it in the ground, and then the other player has to like go over and pick it up.
I don't know. That sounds
Is
like
it PUBG or something like that?
Oh yeah, PUBG does that.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of games that don't do that. That do that. That they don't have a mechanic to mechanism.
You can't
to,
hand something to someone. You have to go drop. Then the other person steps over, picks up.
Okay.
Is Kayla showing hesitation about actually opening this door?
Oh
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
As I point my bolt gun towards her.
Well, yeah, I've already said I don't want to get shot.
You got a choice. You can maybe get shot by opening the door, or definitely
It's
get shot
just
by
been
not.
decided that we've got to go and barge in on this corporate person for whatever reason that has a gun and has already shot one of our people. When the communication's up and running, we can do that. We're on about blowing up the ship anyway, when we can just blow up the ship.
But you can use the door for cover. You're not going in.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I trust what you say. That's putting my life at risk. So yeah, there's going to be hesitation.
Is his hesitation just natural or shenanigans?
Natural shenanigans.
So what y'all doing?
Okay.
Getting this door open, then we're going to wipe out Clayton.
Yeah.
There's no discussion happening here, by the way. She's dead. As soon as that door opens, she's dead.
Right.
What?
So Claire says, "You're all dead if you open this door. I'm telling you now."
Carry on.
Yeah. What's the deal, Clayton?
I want off the ship.
You got
I'm
a
not
way
saying-
off the ship?
I'm not sitting and being sat in cryo for 70 years, only to end up a corpse.
So you got a plan, have you? To get off this ship? A 70-year-old plan?
70-year-old plan. Any good corporate exec knows to adapt to the situation, Captain Miller.
So this plan of yours, room for just one, is it?
There's room for anybody who wants to play ball.
I call bullshit on that.
Is Wilson in there with you?
Oh, that's an interesting question, isn't it, Mrs. Captain Miller? I suggest you think about your options very carefully.
I will make. I'll start to go to move towards the door, get in position, and go for using the cutting torch. And I'm gonna be at an angle in such a way that best suits that I would not get shot. Like the best chance that I would not get hit. That somebody else is there, and I literally, if I need to be reaching out, I'll be reaching out. And that's. Yeah.
So I explain a tactic. It's called breaching. So the breacher, and I'd say you're acting as a breacher, never goes in the door. Your job is to get that door open, and you go to the side. Number one, which is me, is in first. Number two is right behind me. I'm going to go right. Number two is going to go left.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll.
In fact, Miller can help you pull the door, so Miller can be on the other side. So when you cut, you both pull the door back. At the end of the day, she can't be allowed to get anything off this. If we're committed to our actions, she can't be allowed to get anything off this ship.
Someone has actually activated the motion tracker.
Do we all hear the noise?
You can hear the ping from it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking down at that.
Okay, so looking down, you can see the see what must be
is in the corridor, right?
Reed and Davis and Rye, but possibly Clayton, possibly Ava, but then there's at least two other signatures.
Okay.
Two? What?
Two.
Wilson, and I guess that must be the thing that Ava saw in the...
An alien.
Yeah, I forgot about Wilson.
Wilson and an alien.
So, looking at that, I mean, I'm seeing 4 contacts on there at the moment. I guess we're all close together, so we wouldn't...
Yes, so it's not... So it's set to not to... Yeah, so your traces aren't showing up on it.
Okay, so I'm seeing Ava.
So you're filtering them out.
Oh. So Wilson's in there then. Am I reading that right?
Well, you've got...
There's 2 people in the corporate suite, right?
You've got someone looking at the readout. You've got somebody here. You got somebody here. You got somebody here. You got somebody here. And if there's anybody else, then there could be other people or other pings outside the range of the tracker.
Oh, hold on a minute. These areas, just the storage areas here, that's where that stuff was, right? Am I remembering that correctly? Is that where that's where the...
It wasn't BDAC, it was CDAC.
No, that's a good point. Forgot about the napalm.
Yeah, that's down in storage. In the storage locker next to Clayton's locker.
I've forgotten all about that. We could use that.
We can use that for the reactor. We can bring that down with us. But we need to see if we can get used off that ship first.
Okay, something starts tearing at the ventilation duct just ahead of Davis in the corridor.
Okay, I'll shout, Davis!
And this drops out.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
At the same time, as Rye's starting to cut the door, the cutting torch sputters and goes out.
What the hell have you done to it, Miller?
See film as certain NPCs he likes.
Yeah, I suggest. So I'll be shouting, David, shoot it!
Well, guess what? I am shooting it.
I run up beside Davis with my bolt gun ready.
Right, so you can, if you go to the combat tracker, you should be able to see a little 20-sided dice to the right of your name. You can click on that to roll, to draw your card. Oh.
That's nice. Aces.
What? Where's that?
The sword, the two swords next to the chat.
Yeah, it's the cross swords on the icons top right. See it?
Nope.
Next to this.
I'm looking at my character sheet.
No.
On the chat window. It's the two cross swords next to the speech bubbles. That tab there is your combat tracker.
Top right corner.
At the very top.
The foundry.
Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's what. Sorry. Right, open up. I didn't mean to do that. What did I do?
There you go. That's it. You've opened it.
No,
that's it. That's fine. You got
At the bottom of the bottom of the thing you just minimised, there's an arrow.
It's because you got minimised, so when you click on it, it opens a popped out version of it.
Oh, I don't want it popped out.
Yes, just close that. Just click close.
Yeah. Close it.
Right.
Just click on the close button.
And then at the bottom of that list, that little arrow at the bottom.
Oh, that right. Okay.
Yeah.
There. See, now on the thing, there's like a 20-sided dice to the right of your character's name.
That's
got it. Okay.
There you got it. There you go.
That was about weird. I thought it broke it. I was like, oh no, it broke it.
Okay, so this thing is quick, it's fast, and as soon as before it even hits the floor, it surges forward straight towards Davis.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Nice, what the hell?
Holy shit!
Right, so this creature like charges down the corridor, and as it engages with Davis, it flashes out with its tail. The thing pivots, slashes at Davis with its tail, and its tail. Oh my god!
You have an armor too.
You can roll your armor. Yes, it would be a good idea.
The attack is armor piercing, halving any armor rating, though.
Yeah, so you only get to roll one armor dice. Oh, there. We'll let you have just one dice, but I'll let you have one success. As you take, oh my god, its base damage is 2, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, god, I can't. My eyesight's gone blur. Right, okay. You take 9, so the tail just like slices straight through your suit, and you take 9 points of damage.
Out of my 2 health.
Right, okay, so you're reduced to 0 health, and you need to roll a critical. On your bottom of your sheet, you'll see it says roll critical.
Well, the crippling addiction didn't get me after all.
Okay, so injury, bleeding gut. Ooh. So so it just slashes you straight across the gut, opening up your stomach.
The visceration.
So you will take 1 point of damage at every roll for mobility and close combat. So basically, if you take another point of damage, you'll be dead.
Sorry, I have to make a quick AFK break. Be right back.
Okay.
He's literally just went.
That's appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he doesn't get any medical attention within the next 5 to 8 hours, he will be dead.
Okay. 5 to 8 hours. That's plenty of time.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure we'll all be dead by then.
But yeah, so he's down on the floor, can do nothing but moan, possibly crawl, drag himself along, but otherwise incapacitated.
Is it focused on him?
Davis. Oh, Davis is down.
Yeah, Davis is on the floor. Can you just quickly explain to me story points and what we can do with
story
them?
points. So story points, you can spend a story point to get an automatic success.
Okay.
But they carry, like I said, they're tied to the player, so they carry through to other scenarios if they're not used.
I spent mine on an already dead one. God's sake.
Let me just deafen that tracker a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if this is appropriate or not.
Do
it. So, as Davis goes down, Miller rushes forward, snatching the bolt gun out of Davis's hand, and he just lifts it above his head, and smashes it down on this thing's head.
Okay,
and just beats the shit out of things.
Radio, go on. Then. That'll be.
And I think it's time for the. Maybe. I don't know.
So you push Reed out of the way, charge forward.
Yeah. And as he falls, he snatches the. I want to use a story point for all of this, by the way. Just to make it,
no worries. Yeah.
And it kind of just snatches this thing out, and then, like a club, he just brings it down on this thing's head as hard as he can.
Okay, so that would be a close combat roll.
Yeah.
So do you want to use that ability or?
You reckon it's appropriate?
Improve your chances, I guess.
It's...
if you not a neomorph, just not it. I'm going to be so impressed if this works. And if you think every movie they've all got, and you just like poof, and the thing just splats. It's a way you do it.
I
think it's time. I may as well. I think I've got to do it.
In which case, you can use that. See the give
the other ability. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. The other there's a duplicate.
Yep, I'm right there. Close combat, you say?
Yeah, close combat. Yeah,
it's not great.
By the way,
is this a story point coming?
Sorry.
Oh my god.
So the story point gives
trying to beat on the head.
The story point gives you one success.
Okay. So he slams this thing down onto it. That's really disappointing.
Epic.
It could have been epic, but it's not. It was disappointing.
Okay, so you bring this thing down, and it just and it kind of breaks a part off the bolt gun, and it doesn't do anything to it. It just kind of looks up, or rather looks down at you.
Yeah.
And right, it's your next to act.
Wait, did I lose my turn? Am I dead?
You're effectively on.
You're having a lie down with your guts hanging out.
So I'm losing my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, so yes.
Your turn is to hold your guts in.
Is my character dead?
Your turn's
not
just to
dead.
grab your.
So you're broken. So you're on 0 health. You're being almost disemboweled by this thing. And all you can do at the moment is kind of moan and sort of drag yourself along. You can't use any actions, any skills.
Cool. Okay.
If you don't receive first aid treatment in the next shift, you will die.
Okay, then Davis is trying to put his intestines back inside and coughing blood, and that's my roleplay.
Yeah, and so Miller's kind of stood astride you, where like and just smashed this thing over the head with the bolt gun and done nothing to it.
Just shoot it off to them.
So, Rye, what's I doing?
Run.
Yeah, I'm gonna
run like buggery.
You're gonna run?
Yeah, so You said so. We can just move to the next section. Essentially, I'm gonna run.
You can move 2 zones on a move. Yeah. So so where you are, so you can. That's one zone is into the living area.
Be right back, just for my turn.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So my intention is to run to the lift and just go to the next level.
Okay. Very well. Right. So that is.
I mean, to be fair, I probably would have let out a scream first, so they might notice that I've gone.
Yeah, probably.
I would just silently
talk
just
there.
like, yeah.
Sergeant Reed.
Be back in a sec.
Sergeant Reed is not available.
Oh. Damn. Well, that went south pretty quickly, didn't it?
So I think we'll do. I think we'll do the alien creatures attack. We can always put Reed's. Oh, he's back.
No, it's okay.
Sorry about that. The excitement's getting to me.
So it's Sergeant Reed.
I'm going to shoot that thing with the bolt.
What are you going to shoot it with?
Bolt gun.
Shoot the what? The shotgun.
The bolt
gun.
The bolt gun. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about
Holy shit! What's going on?
Right. Okay.
Can I push us?
Wow.
I think you should.
Yes. Last time. That work?
Oh,
that's better. Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 successes. So it's arm piercing, goes straight through. So that is are you going to spend that on extra damage, or you can spend it to knock it back, or
extra damage? I want to kill it.
Okay, so that'll be 4 damage onto it. Okay. Oops, let's leave that there.
God, see if this doesn't even make a scratch.
Okay, so the bolt hits it in its chest, and the bolt just goes straight through into its chest, punching a hole straight through it. You hear the cracking. You can see it's punching broken ribs and internal organs. It's punched a proper big hole through it, but it's still even though the impact stags it, it's still up on its feet.
I just screamed, "Fall back!"
And then it attacks again.
Oh.
And it attacks Miller.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so it turns and it just leering down at Miller. It just leans in, its face right up to his, and just hisses at him, revealing these razor sharp teeth. But Miller stands his ground. He doesn't even flinch.
Just adrenaline.
Yeah.
And that's that round. So it's on to so go on to round 2, and this thing attacks again.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Way too many dice.
Yeah, this is not good.
Okay, so again, it lashes out with its tail, slashing at Miller. Oh God! 2, 3. So hitting Miller for 5 points. You can make an armor roll, of course.
Okay, I'll make an armor roll. Sure.
Okay, it just slices straight through the suit, cutting into Miller's midriff, and as it does, there's a spray of milky white fluid that splatters up across the walls of the corridor.
You what?
Revealing Miller to be an android. Reed, you can take a stress.
Miller.
Yeah, so it probably all spills out. All this milky fluid all spilling all over Davis. You can make another take her stress.
That's a hell of a sentence. Gotta say, that's a hell of a sentence.
I take 5 wounds. don't I?
You do, yes.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
They're replacing ship's captains now.
Okay, so Davis, you can, like I say, you can moan and you can crawl.
We should have Davis. You should just be moving your token incrementally, just up the corridor, see how far you can get.
Well, I presume it's
score.
moving it. You'd be moving it away from the thing rather than past.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm
he
saying.
will
Get a
try
square
to.
each round.
He's
Get a
too
square.
shocked. He's too shocked to do anything with the revelation of Miller being an android all this time. Wow.
I
Yeah,
just
your
think it's
best
future
friend.
stuff. I just think this is normal because it's the future. Maybe that's what they've done.
Yeah, everybody's like this in the future.
Okay, it's Militwak.
Oh, I want to run away. That's what I want to do, but I can't.
Well, you can
You
if you
should
want.
sink a nut on you. Just be like,
Yeah.
you're
I think
Terminator
that's
now.
basically what happens. Yeah, he as this thing kind of leans forward and reaches out and
Grab it.
attacks him, he just kind of tries to grab it by the throat and
Start.
punch it.
Okay, so
Put
that'd
his
be
fist through it down his neck.
okay. That'll be a close combat roll then.
It will. I'm hopeless at this. Why did I choose this course of action?
You might
Because
want
it
to.
looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to.
I might need to spend my other story point. Can I spend that afterwards? Is that a thing, or do you have to specify before?
I think you could spend it afterwards.
Okay. This is not real.
Okay. Everyone's been contaminated with my dice
I wouldn't
roll.
advise spending a story point on that.
No.
Okay, so you
disappointing.
beat against it ineffectively. No. Right. So yeah, you're right. You're in the lift. Riding the lift. Lift down. The doors open. Are you carrying out the course of action? I imagine you're carrying out.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Very well. I shall keep track of that and keep you updated. In fact, I just check something. So. Oops. Give that here. And. There we go. Right. So that means it's Reed's turn.
Is Miller holding his own? An android?
No, he's got the, so you can see, there's like fluids pouring out of him.
I'm going to retreat back and reload the bolt gun because that's going to take me an action.
It is. So it's a slow action to reload the bolt gun. Yeah.
So can I move back at the same time?
Yeah. You can. Yeah. Moving is a fast action, I believe.
So my fast action is moving back to give myself some space, and then my slow action is going to be reloading the bolt gun.
Okay. Right. So then it's this thing again. And it just
This isn't fair.
so it looks at Miller and like just kind of pauses briefly, like in the middle of the chaos. It just pauses briefly at him, looking at him, and then shoves him out of the way.
Oh, can't eat that.
Shoves him out of the way and charges down the corridor towards Reed.
Oh shit!
But it does not get it, so it's used its action to shove. So it just like
How far back can I get?
It throws. So you can move up to 2 zones away.
Right, so I can be here.
You can move into the you can move into the living area. Into living area corridor.
Oh,
there you go. You can shut the door behind you if you wish. That's perfectly acceptable. I mean, the wall's shut. It will close automatically anyway. So yeah, he kind of just throws Miller against the wall and just stomps down the corridor, charges off down the corridor towards Reed. So it runs a boom.
And Kale is away on that lift.
Yeah, there's no. So looking. Well, do you want to take the time to look at the lift?
This thing doesn't know how to open doors, does it?
It does not. No, probably not. No, they're quite. Yeah, they're not very intelligent. No.
Right. So I can call the lift up.
You could.
Right, I'll go
You want to
and
go and
do
do
that.
that?
Yeah, because I've just seen there's no point hanging about. Right.
Okay.
So
yeah, that'll be next. So the next time, so it's next round, and so yeah, this thing just starts hammering on the door, trying to smash its way through the door. Which is it's going to be its strength is 6, so it's going to be 6 dice. Oops. 6 dice.
This is this tense moment.
Okay, right. As you hit the lift button and waiting for the lift to ascend, you hear the sudden this banging, something slamming into the door, and you see the door start to buckle.
Right, but I have the bolt gun ready anyway, so.
So Davis.
You have another moan.
Sorry. What? I'm still alive.
You're still alive. Yeah, you're not dead.
He got another moan.
You're critically
Can I
injured,
do
but you're not
anything
dead.
besides moaning and growling?
You can move. So you can move a little.
I move a little.
Yeah. So once after 10, so unless you once you receive either first aid or 10 minutes pass, you'll get 1 hit point back, and then you can start to act again. But with your condition, with your injury, if you look at your character sheet, I'll just move Miller over a little bit. Davis, so you take 1 point of damage at every roll for mobility and close combat because your guts are being ripped open.
Oh my god.
So if you haven't received any first aid within the next 10 minutes, you will naturally recover 1 hit point. But you will still have that restriction until you've...
Synthetic and human parts aren't compatible, are they?
No.
Start necking from the captain.
It's Miller next to me. It's Miller.
So Miller's kind of stood over the top of it. Yeah, you can
Miller
just about
reacting. Is Miller reacting?
I don't know. He's just been thrown to the side, hasn't he? So maybe he's kind of prone. He's kind of laying down.
Maybe laid at the side of you. Yeah.
In the corridor next to you.
Both of your guts ripped open.
Yeah.
Your fluids mingling to make a pink mess on the floor.
Davis will look at Miller's eyes and say, as he's coughing blood, "Why you never told me?"
Yeah, and just looking back at you, I just say, "I'm sorry, but you know what's going to happen now."
I do.
What's Miller doing? It's Miller time.
Yeah, it's Miller time. There's an entrance to the air scrubber shaft here, isn't there?
It's through the ventilator, like a ventilation, like a maintenance duct that gets you access to the air scrubber shaft. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that where the comms is there?
Is there enough room to pull Davis into that?
Yeah, you could pull Davis into that. It's one of them, one of them kind of. I forget the.
Is it one with the irising doors?
Yeah, the Irish.
irising,
I'm going to say
irising,
sphincter because I couldn't think of the.
Yeah.
Yeah, the iris. Yeah.
And the thing is, you have to open those irises. Somebody else has to do that remotely, don't they? Or can we do
No,
it
it can be open. It can be open from the from the thing.
Yeah. So I'll hit the panel to open the irising doors. Now I'm going to drag Davis into the into that
shaft.
Yeah.
Into the maintenance shaft.
Yeah. I just kind of look at him and says, I've got to find a way to the reactor control room. I'm going to have to leave you here. I can't take you with me.
Yes, I have what I need right here. And he removes his helmet and opens his last, pops his last pills and shoves into his mouth and says,
Would you not better just putting them in that way? That'd be quicker, wouldn't it?
I never knew you could.
And you'll drop out onto the.
She says to Miller.
Go on. Dave's
After popping his pills, he says to Miller, I never knew that you could be friend with a synthetic person. You were my friend, Miller.
Yeah. I just take his hand. We do the whole. And I'm gonna exit the vent and try and find my way around. Can I get out the other side? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. It's a connection. There's like a door that leads on the south side that opens into the air scrubber shaft as well.
Okay. So I want to climb out the other side and try and make my way into the I can't see myself over here somewhere.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so Davis, you pop the last of your nap relief, which resets your stress to 0. Does that effect? Okay, so that's Miller. So Rye, you can see yourself, I presume.
Yeah, do you want to share your screen again if you're carrying on the next bit?
Oh no, it might be top secret.
World stuff.
So you can move yourself two zones. I presume that'll be to there.
Are we about to get stabbed in the back?
There we go. I'll move you.
Thanks. I was struggling with the door.
Okay, so this door's no longer locked, so you're able to access it and gain access to inside. So if you want to, you can send me a whisper message, tell me exactly what you're doing. Okay. All right. There's no encounter.
Do you know what? See this game? You don't actually need the neomorphs.
Yeah, well, look, you never see them fucking each other over for a goddamn percentage.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, so Reed, so the lift doors finally open.
Right. I'm stepping back and I'm maintaining an aimed shot at that door that's getting bashed in.
Okay.
And I'm going down to the reactor.
Okay. Are you waiting or are you just going to get it straight in the lift?
No, I'm straight in the lift, not hanging about.
Okay. Right. So you get in the lift and hit the button and the doors close. And as this thing slams into the door again, let's see. So it's going to be. Okay, right. So you see the door buckle again, but it's still not fair. As the doors slide shut, it doesn't. You don't see it. You don't see it like break through.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I guess that kind of potentially ends that combat.
Ooh.
for the moment at least.
Well, when you say combat, do you not just mean massacre? Like,
It may
you
have been a
say
little
combat as if
one-sided.
we had a chance. Like, come on. You say combat as if there's some sort of fairness here.
Yeah, not much a chance when Miller's hitting it over the head with a stick.
More like mallet's mallet, wasn't it? That was. It wasn't even. Yeah, a stick would have done something.
Okay.
I just had a thought actually. That air scrubber shaft. That
I
runs
just
the length
wish
of the
those
ship,
dice rolls.
doesn't it? Or not the
It'd
length.
just be
but
funny to get you to knock out as a neomorph, just bonk, and the thing just goes.
Oh,
That would have been
I had it
cool.
all in my head. I thought that's going to look so cool. Oh no, it won't. No, definitely
Yeah, it's
not with that
reality.
dice roll. The air scrubber shaft that extends through the entire.
It
all
does.
decks,
It's the air scrubber shaft is accessible on B deck and C deck. It's
Okay,
not.
so it's not gonna,
You can't
I need to
access
get
it
to D, don't I?
Well, it depends where you're going.
I'm trying to think. Where's the reactor control room?
The reactor control room. That is, I believe, that is on. Is it on? No, that's on C deck.
Okay, in that case, I probably would have used the air scrubber shaft and just climbed down,
Okay.
if I may.
Yes. So the air scrubber shaft. Nobody's ever been in the air scrubber shaft.
No, because it's wet and grimy and horrible.
It's pretty dangerous in the air scrubber shaft, to be fair. Right. Let's see.
Hence why the synthetic is already in there, changing filters.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like a ladder or something. It's not going to be nothing but low tech kind of.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
There's where we need to do some sharing screen, folks, so we can swap between them for all in like separate missions here. Just to.
So yeah, you open this maintenance door into the air scrubber shaft, and you're almost immediately deafened by the sound of the air scrubbers, like this grinding sound. There's the sound of clanging metal. There's you can hear the sound of the electrical discharge at the bottom of the shaft with the electron. There's like massive electrical generators that like discharging electrical charges into the water that separates off the molecules and creates the oxygen. And there's water pouring down the walls and dripping from the ceiling.
I'm going to die in here, aren't I? It's going to be a really ignominious death. It's going to be.
So the whole shaft is almost completely pitch black, but below you can see on the next level below you can see a light, and Ava, where she's working, replacing the scrubbers on one of the replacing the carbon scrubbers.
Yeah. Okay. As I'm climbing down, I want to be on the radio. Rye, where are you?
Okay, you're gonna have to make me a comms tech because there's a lot of interference in here.
I don't have that.
There's like all this electrical discharge. These walls are all insulated, so there's a lot of interference.
Yeah.
This is the Miller's the equivalent of a project manager. You know, what's this?
Do you know what?
Laptop thing you do? How do you use Windows?
I can't use that skill at all. Can I just roll the?
Yeah, you just roll it. If you've got zero on it, you still can do it.
I've managed to roll zeros on when I've had more than 9 dice or whatever it was. I'm sure I can roll a 0 with only 2.
You can. So yeah, you can't raise
Didn't want to
anybody.
disappoint.
Yeah. You can't raise anybody on the comms at all.
Yeah. It was a long shot.
On the plus side, you don't get any stress dice. You don't.
No, I can't push any rolls either.
No, you can't push any rolls either. No. Okay. So, Davis. So you've seen Miller's dragged you into this maintenance shaft, and then you've just seen him disappear through the door in the maintenance shaft into the air scrubbers.
Well, I wish him good luck. It was an honor having him as a friend. I pop my pills, I hum my favorite song, and I await the Lord's judgment.
Okay. So if you want, and at least until Davis is able to get back onto his feet, if he ever gets that opportunity, I shall give you control over Ava.
Oh,
Control of who?
Ava,
You're the
the
synthetic.
synthetic.
Notice he didn't say Wilson.
Indeed, not Wilson. Do I really have time right now to learn a new character and the new agendas and all that jazz? Because truth be told, it's already past midnight here, and I wouldn't mind signing off gently into the night.
That's okay. If that's what you prefer.
Good spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so in which case
I will hang around a bit more. I don't have to close right now, but I don't think I have like the time to.
No problem.
It's better off to sign off, Davis, with respect, and listen to the rest of the story.
Okay. So everybody's gone down to where was right Reed
Down
going?
to C deck as well.
Everybody's going down. Everybody's on C deck. Everybody's on C deck. Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. So Reed, you're there. Where's Miller? Miller, you're in there. So Rye, what's Rye doing? I think you're muted, Charlie.
For some reason, I keep clicking it in the thing and on my mic. Yeah, so I sent you another message.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, I want to grab.
Oh, okay.
Put some dirt in these little things and just make like a little.
Everyone froze for a second. I thought I lost it then.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna be up here for a minute and then.
All plants need water to grow. What it does is each growth stage it checks if there's water.
Yeah, so get what I can from here.
It'll utilize it. It actually drinks the water. That's why some
over
of
here.
this is dry. Because one of the plants
Think
utilizes
it's
the
over
water. I don't think your plants will die if they don't have water, but they won't grow.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Once I've got what I can, I'm gonna head back towards the elevator. So we'll go down this way.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's good. Radio and yeah.
So when you say it's two zones, is it one that was in the two that I go into?
So that's one into that corridor, and you can move a second one if you wish.
Technology tree stuff,
out onto the catwalk.
In order to
yeah.
Okay.
to do the features now, which I've already showed you.
So, as you walk out onto the catwalk, the doors to the lift at the far end slide shut, and Reed is stood. So you see Rye in her arms. She's carrying some of these canisters.
Okay, I shoot her. I just say that, and one on one equals 2. I shoot her.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay, so if you initiate play versus play combat, you get to
I'm
play
already
out.
an NPC.
You're gonna play it out, and then that character becomes an NPC. The character initiated it becomes an NPC.
That's fine. but I'm an NPC anyway. So
You were. Yeah. Okay, so let's think.
having the discussion we just had, and then I see somebody sneaking off these canisters. Nah, sorry.
Right. So if you go to the combat tracker, and you click on your little 20-sided dice, it'll draw a card. See who gets to act first. See who's quick on the draw. Oh, right. What are you doing? You're first. Reed going for a gun.
Well, I've already been. Thing is, I'm holding the bolt gun in front of me. It's not as if I wasn't drawing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I've just encountered one of them things, so I'm like,
I'd just try and get out of the way, I guess. Just trying to think.
So these catwalks are open to the.
I was going to say, the only way would be to go back into that corridor behind you, wouldn't it? I suppose that'd be your nearest.
Oh, so this area that's literally just that's looking down.
That's
isn't
all
it?
open.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all these are like the catwalks are all open to the vehicle bay below you. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's the destroyed lift behind you. Then there's a door into a big cargo bay and the door into the corridor. Or there's the door that goes over to junction, the catwalk that leads to junction 2.
I would drop one of the canisters and run down the catwalk to the junction.
Okay. Right. So that's something. Go on then. You can run. You can move 2 zones. So that'll get you into the junction. Okay, so you drop the canister. Let's see, is that canister going to break open? It does. So the canister that hits the floor, it breaks open, spilling the contents. So like 5 or 6 of these ampules go spilling across the floor. Whether some of them are broken or not, you can't tell. What are you doing, Reed?
Yeah, but she dropped them back there, right? I'm going to pursue.
Okay.
Staying away from the thing, so I'm going to... Did she get through the door, yeah?
Yeah, she went through. You can see the door as the door's closing. You can see she's in the junction, just about to get on the ladder.
Has the door closed? How far can I get before the door closes?
You can get to the junction essentially because you can move it. You were in both the same area, so you can move both as same distance. So
right. So if I get to the door, I can shoot her.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Right.
Oh my god!
Is that it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you have the gun. Click on the gun. Oh my god!
Oh my dear god!
Oh, that's like panic roll. So you just go boom, 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 boom. It's a bolt gun as well. Yeah, so oh my god, it's the bolt gun.
Yeah.
So fire the one.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so right. Okay, so that's 3, 4. I presume you're doing it for damage, are you?
Yeah, just
3.
her head off.
So that's 6 points of damage to Rye. And Rye's got 4, so that takes down to 0. So you on your general tab, there's a critical injury. So you click on roll critical.
Oh dear god!
Boom!
Oh, instant. So just hit her with a bolt gun in the back, and just guts just spray out over the floor, and she falls to the ground dead, disemboweled on the spot.
Oh my god!
Yeah, just once I saw the canisters, I knew the game, so like, that's it.
Jesus Christ!
I can't reload my last bolt, and then I'm going to make my way to the reactor.
All right. Okay. So Miller. So you're down on the same on
Yeah.
sea deck level of the scrubbers.
I wanna get
Ava's
out of
like
here.
working away. She seems oblivious. She probably heard you because of due to the noise.
Yeah. I mean, there's no point speaking to her. I don't think. I'm just heading for the reactor room, so I guess I come out of the out of there into the corridor. Oh,
Okay.
I can't move my token.
Oh, I'll get you. I'll have to get you out of there.
I'm stuck in there. Yeah, so I want to make my way towards the reactor room. So I guess I come through this catwalk onto this catwalk. Perhaps I hear the shot from the bolt gun at the
Yeah.
Or would you, if you were in the thing with the noise?
I'm
it's the
still
same-
partially deaf when I come out. I don't know.
So well, if you don't see, you'll probably see
Yeah.
you'll probably see Reed as she goes through the door into the junction.
Oh, okay.
Maybe hear a noise. Not sure what it is.
Yeah. I guess I see the broken canister, right? On the catwalk
yeah.
thing.
So that's spilled across the floor. These 5 or 6 of these glass ampules. None of them appeared to have been broken.
And so I shout across, Reed! What are you doing?
Let's sort of turn back. Your colleague thought she would take some of these. She's not anymore.
Rye?
Yeah, so you can see
Why would she
Rye, what's left of Rye, spread across the floor of the junction.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
Was
this ever a rescue mission? Or was this to finish us off?
Okay, yeah, I'll stop halfway across the catwalk.
By the way, I've taken I've taken my slow
Yeah.
action. I'm reloading the bolt gun with the final.
It wasn't a rescue mission. But I didn't come here to kill you.
What's your purpose then?
Well, right now,
What's Yutani up to?
I have to make sure that none of this stuff gets back to them. What about you? What's your play?
I'm blowing this ship up.
So maybe we can help each other out.
I'm a bit suspicious of your help. I'll just sort of level the bolt gun.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can understand why.
That makes sense. I don't intend any of us to get off this ship now, though.
Well, do you want to grab that napalm? And I'll start the proceedings here.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. I look down at Rye's body. The other canister is there, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at that a little bit suspicious. I look at Reed and look down at that a little suspiciously.
I don't need to be in this junction though. It's the coolant tanks we're going for, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the reactor core.
The reactor relay control. You can't access the coolant tanks.
All
Yeah.
right.
They're completely sealed.
I mean, Reed's clearly intent on using napalm in the control room, but is there another way that we know of?
I'm thinking of as fail safe. You can overload the reactor, can't you?
Yeah.
Manually?
Yeah. I assume so. Is that right, Phil?
Yeah. The self-destruct controls. The reactor can be overloaded, but that's essentially what the self-destruct does.
Yeah.
Because there's a cascade in the
But
reactor.
you can
Which
do
is
it
what happened
without going
on the
through Mother, because
Montero.
Mother can cancel it. If you do it manually, Mother can't cancel it.
Well, we just need to get into the reactor control room and do that manually then. We don't need the napalm. The napalm we could have used to burn off anything that was there. But as we're already, I look at him, smile and say, as you're already probably infected.
No, I don't think infection is going to be a problem for you. Sort of look at your gut.
Let's just get this done while there's still time. And I'll make my way. I'll keep moving towards Reed across the what's Reed's reaction as I make my way across this catwalk.
Just worrying us like a
Okay. So when I get to
How
here,
do I move us down? Oh, hang on.
Yeah. Stepping over
What's up? Controls.
what's left of Roy. I shake my head.
Okay.
Not there.
Yeah. Oh.
So did you see that? Did you see that message I gave? I sent you, Tony.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so let me get the control room up. Not deck A, it's deck C. Okay. So you both head into the reactor control room. So there's it's only dimly lit. There's the control panels, various screens with displaying readouts of the status of the reactor. There's also a comms panel in here and a console, and there's some kind of yellowish white resin covering most of this chamber, all over, and it's all over covering most of the console as well, which seems to be the source of the problems. It'll need cleaning up to be able to access the controls, and so you can set the self-destruct. So at the back of the room, there's a thick glass panel that shows you. It doesn't allow actual access to it, but it allows visual observations of the reactor. And there's a dull, throbbing purple glow that comes through this glass, radiates through this glass. And curled up, almost as if almost like a cat curled up in front of a fire, there is somebody curled up in an old, tattered spacesuit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but you can't get through it.
No, it's on this side.
What, with us?
Yes, with you.
Okay. I just point the bolt gun at it. It's not moving, is it?
Not at the moment.
No, so I just point the bolt gun just quietly. Can I see where the head is?
Not clearly, no. It's kind of all curled up in a ball. You can make an attack with your bolt gun give you a bonus dice if you want.
That'll do nicely. Right. Hold on, if I just click this, will it automatically... How do you add a bonus dice?
So right click it.
Oh, right. Oh, please. Okay. Put one.
Yep.
Let's make it go splat.
Oh.
Okay, so it hits and punctures the suit, and it knocks it to one side. It gives out this. It suddenly jumps up, lets out this scream, and you see something that matches the description of what Rye claimed she saw on the outside of the ship. The mutated remains of what must have been one of the Cronus crew members. This thing must have been like curled up in hibernation in front of this reactor for the past 70 years.
We've just woken it up.
And they've just woken it up. And with like this angry roar, it just flies at you, arms flailing wildly as it runs at you, and that's going to put you 3 into combat. So I need to another combat. So you need to go on the combat tab.
You remove me.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've got Ryan there instead. What's happened there?
She's not doing very much.
Yeah, I need to end that one, and then yeah.
This has turned out like a Greek tragedy, isn't it? There's 2 of them. What the hell?
No, because they're fast, so they attack twice because they're fast.
Right.
Oh my god!
Right, and it just charges straight at Reed. Just
Did it do anything to it?
You what? Sorry?
Did it do anything to it? I got 3 successes.
Oh yeah, you did something to it. Yeah.
Apart from annoyed, I mean.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, you woke it up. That's what you did to it.
So you blast the hole. There's like there's blood and
gun.
there's some of its insides hanging out, but it's just like powered by pure fury. It just charges at you and just slams its fists into you. All right, okay. So horrible roar. The creature screams in fury, like I said, and you must make a panic roll, so it doesn't actually land a fist.
No, actually, I want to.
You have to make the roll first because it has to be at a certain panic level.
I was going to use overkill.
Yeah, you have to be. So you replaces a panic roll of 11 or higher.
Okay.
No, so that's not high enough.
Oh my god.
Oh god. So you drop something. So yeah, in surprise, you drop the bolt gun on the floor. There's this thing coming, like just charges up and stops almost like just inches from you. And you're just like, ah!
Is this thing remotely human?
No, not anymore.
No, but I mean, it's not like xenomorph.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not one of them things.
Right.
In fact, you may be there's a slight
recognition. Is there a name?
Yeah, a bit of you recognize. You see the name badge. You recognize this is one of the crew members. You maybe spoke and ate with this person. And then it attacks. Then it like lunges at you. Probably all.
Oh my fucking! You sure you rolled enough dice there?
I think you rolled about 3 times there, Phil. I think you may have made a mistake.
Very odd.
So it just leaps at you like a huge monkey. It lets out and brings its fists down on you. Oh my god! Oh right, that's not too bad. So it like as it hits you, it like pummels you for two points of damage, and it knocks you to the ground, knocking anything that you were carrying, knocks everything out of your hand. You must make an immediate panic roll.
Again.
And then as it's crouched on top of you, it starts just pounding you with its fists. Oh,
right. Hang on. So take 2 damage first.
Yeah.
And then
knocks you to the floor, knocks anything out of you that you're carrying out of your hands.
The bolt gun I was carrying.
And then just pounds you with its fist, just smashing into your face, into your chest, and you take 6 points of damage.
Holy shit!
That's me down.
Okay, so you need to that reduces you to 0, so you need to click on the critical.
Right, where's critical?
This went south.
Where's my critical again?
It's on the general tab at the bottom. You'll see roll critical.
Oh right, yes, roll crit.
Okay, injury leg. So yes, severing an artery in your leg. It's fatal.
Oh my god! In one turn.
How does that work with just pounding me?
It just snapped your
So
leg
it's
off.
just the aggressive. It just like so it's pound, and it just the fit. It just like smashing the bones in your leg. They just rupture. There's like bone fragments puncture through your skin and out through the suit. It severs the artery in your leg, and there's blood just gushing out all over it, and it still just continues to like smash you with its fists. So Reed.
Should have got that name, Ham.
Yes, you can't. All you can do is groan and sort of try and move slightly. So, so I guess we'll just go to. So I guess we'll just go to. What's Miller doing?
I don't know if androids can feel despair. That's pretty much where I am right
Marvin,
now.
the manically depressed robot.
Yeah. So there's this residue all over the control panel. I can't do anything with it.
You'd need to like scrape it, scrape it off to be able to access the controls.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be beating me to death much longer. So,
well, this is the thing. Do I scrape it off now while it's concentrating on you? Or do I try and do something about it now? To be honest, yeah, as a synthetic, I think scraping the stuff off is probably what Miller is doing right now, trying to uncover the controls.
I'll be the distraction.
Yeah.
My bloody
I feel bad.
Corpse.
Yeah.
Will just serve as a distraction.
But I'm just hoping that it carries on hitting you after you're dead.
Well, I'm not dead yet, so I'll sort of make noises so it keeps being arranged. Can I mimic the sound of a bolt gun? Is that really annoyed it? So I'll lie here making bolt gun
as it knocks noises. The like air out of your chest.
Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball.
Okay, so Miller, you start scraping this resin.
It was bad.
This resin that's all solidified, all caking up the controls. As you pull it off, you can uncover some of the readouts, and there must be a leak on the reactor as well, because the radiation levels in here are peaking at dangerous levels.
I look back and really think, well, maybe it's for the best.
So, although it's not radiation is a problem for you, but not immediately. But yeah, it's probably as so. Yeah, Rye's probably getting Reed's probably getting a lethal dose of radiation at the same time.
Right now, yeah. He's having a bad day. Oh, she is. She's having. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
That time of the month times 10 for Reed for a girl just trying to do her duty.
So what's Clayton doing?
So Clayton, obviously she said before that she was monitoring the communications, so she would have heard everything that was said between.
Yeah, she can hear the screams and the panic.
Is there still movement outside the door?
So yeah, something's pounding against the door.
And yeah, just gonna leave.
And you can hear like, "Let me in, Clayton! Let me in!"
It's Wilson.
He's got crazy. Yeah, no, we're not letting him in. We've already shot him. He was mean.
Oh, I should. Well, before you do anything else, I need to tell you this as well. I've got to tell you this.
Oh, do we need to?
No, it's all right. I'll send it.
Well, I think it's a good time to say goodnight because 1 a.m. here.
Right,
okay, John.
Okay, John.
I will see the video to see how it ends. I'm really curious.
I think we know it's going to end, John.
We've all got a good idea.
Yeah,
that's right. So
spoilers. I don't think it's a happy ending.
Yeah, it's not a happy ending for sure. Well, it was fun playing. Enjoy the rest of the session.
I hope you enjoyed it, John.
Thanks for inviting me in.
Thanks. Yeah.
See you later, mate.
See you
thanks,
later.
mate.
Yeah.
We'll see you for the next one.
Have a good one.
Bye
See ya.
bye.
Cheers, buddy.
So how doesn't have any sort of panel in here? No. Access panel or anything? No. Yeah, so I think at this point I'm gonna start the procedures or whatever it is to get out of here.
Okay. Okay, so in your room is a safe containing $1 million in credits. There's also the computer storage unit that you use to download all the information from the computers in the med bay.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like a big essentially like an external hard drive, like a storage unit.
Yeah, so definitely taking that.
And also the key card that allows you access to the EEV.
So just gonna pack it all into a bag, backpack, whatever, and start the process to the EEV.
Okay. So
Don't worry, Reed. We'll have the last laugh when she finds out how much $1 million is worth in this day and age.
Yeah, so you managed to scrape off this, and this thing. So yeah, this thing continues to pound Reed. Where's the thing? I've got so many screens open that I can't see what I'm doing. There it is. Okay, I'm not sure if I should really need to roll this. Okay, right. Oh wow, that doesn't do anything.
Pull.
Oh! Oh God! Oh, luckily, so it didn't cause any damage. So yeah, it tries to finish the pen, gets hold of its arm, and puts his foot into her arm, into like a crook of her arm, and starts trying to pull her arm out of its socket, clean out its socket. It just keeps wrenching on it.
I protest.
Reed, meanwhile, on the floor, screaming. There's blood gushing out of her leg. Her ribs are cracked or broken. And you can, if you, he gets another go. He gets another go. Let's do that one because it failed so much. As you probably do the same one again.
Do I need to make the panic roll? I think I'm beyond that now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make a panic roll, right?
Oh, just for insult to injury.
Okay, so that's 1-6, I think.
More panic.
Oh, you go
Scream your lungs out.
Level 2.
Scream your lungs out as there's a popping sound and a tearing sound, and it just tears your arm clean from its socket. As you quickly expire, as blood just sprays out across the room. So Miller, you've managed to uncover the reactor controls, and you can attempt to trigger the self-destruct if you wish.
I am going to attempt to trigger the self-destruct.
Okay.
I'm going to use a story point.
Okay.
Because
okay, it's a content roll.
it's not.
So you can use it after. You can use it after the fact.
Oh, okay. A contested roll. What am I rolling? What's
content. It's not contested. It's just content.
Oh,
but you have got a story point.
How many? Oh my God! Am I going to roll anything today?
No.
I'm going to have to use that story point.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. So you start tapping into the console, starting to shut off the cooling units to the reactor, and the temperature starts to build. Meanwhile, this thing is just like thrashing around the floor, swinging, just smashing into the walls and Miller's and Reed's like corpse with his severed arm until it turns to look at you.
It's beating me with my own arm now.
Yeah, beating you to death, beating your dead body with your own arm.
Yeah.
And it turns to look at you, and it's kind of snarls, but it just like charges out the door, just ignoring you.
Oh. Yeah. Clayton's that way.
Wow.
Okay.
Why Clayton ever do it to you?
Okay, I kind of look down at poor Reed's body. I don't know. I don't know how he'd feel, really. Probably indifferent. No, he's got a high empathy. No. He does that whole thing where he closes Reed's eyes. And steps out onto the catwalk. Makes his way back and steps out onto the catwalk to see what's happening.
Okay. Right, so you step out on the catwalk, you see this creature just charging along the catwalk, and then it dives off the catwalk, and you can hear the thud as it hits the floor in the vehicle bay below.
Okay. How can I vent the ship from here?
Vent it? How do you mean?
I want to open the airlock to let.
Oh right, you could go down to the vehicle bay and try and override the safety protocols on the airlock on the vehicle lift.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna make my way down there then.
Okay. Right.
Actually,
so meanwhile,
let me do it here. All the doors are shut. Everyone. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Never mind.
So meanwhile, Clayton, you gather up your possessions from the safe in your room, and get into open up the EV with the key card. And strap yourself into the seat of the into the seat of the escape pod, and start punching in the code to punching in the launch codes. Meanwhile, you can hear the klaxon sounding. You can hear the sound of Wilson trying to smash his way in through the door to the corporate suite. You can give us a Comtech roll for Clayton. So how's Miller getting down to this vehicle bay?
I changed my mind because there's not much point, because if I got down there and vented this, it would just be this area anyway, which is the bit that Miller's in. He doesn't want that. So he's just standing there on the catwalk waiting for the countdown, I guess.
Okay.
Unless makes me wait. I'm going to make my way through the ship to the lift.
Okay. And where are you heading?
B deck. He's going to go and see if he can find Davis. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, back on B deck. So yeah, let's just say you crawl into the vent where Davis is still there, tripping balls on his last of his nap leave.
Yeah. Just kind of sits down next to him, I suppose, cross-legged, and waits for the inevitable.
Okay. And what's Clayton doing? Did she make that contact roll? Oh, right. Oh, okay. No, that's fail.
I was gonna.
You can push it.
Push it, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
I think Andy might be broken. There's just nothing.
Okay, right. So, for some reason, the locks, the docking clamp locks on the pod are not opening.
Well done.
Right at this point, you hear. I mean, you're inside. You're inside the safe inside the pod. But even from here, you hear your door buckle and burst open, and you can say. And moments later, you can see Wilson's like distorted, distended face as he bashes, as he's like hammering on the door to your pod.
Yeah,
Like blood, there's like blood pouring from his mouth. His his teeth are starting to come out. Like I say, his head's all distended. His hair's falling out in clumps.
Wow.
You can make another contact roll if you wish.
Just like, I need to get it going.
No.
Okay, so finally you manage to override the docking clamps, and the pod is ejected from the ship.
With Wilson on it.
No, so you see, so they like as it will. So Wilson, as the pod is ejected, you see Wilson sucked out into space. As the pod, like as the chambers are just like decompress, sucking him and what's left of the contents of your personal quarters out into space.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, that was disappointing.
Gotta get away, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to get away far enough.
So yeah, you can make a piloting check
Fly back to the ship.
to see if you can get.
That's right. You fly back towards
As you
the ship.
hear the countdown ticking down, counting down over the comms. You hear Mother counting down. And as the reactor starts to overload, and you can see the ship. No! The whole of the ship start to buckle before it is consumed in this nuclear explosion. This bright light. It looks like a star going supernova. Almost beautiful to look at.
Wow. Is this like does have the cryo chambers and stuff?
It has. It has 3 cryopods on it.
Okay.
One for you, one for Wilson, one for Wilson's friend.
So I believe you've got a sign off.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna have to change this sign up a little bit, aren't I?
Yeah, that's no problem. Oop, still not going around again.
Okay. So we'll do, I don't know, bring up on the comms. Final report of the commercial. No, it's not commercial starship. Final
Science
report
vessel.
of the science exploration vehicle Kronos. Laurie Clayton reporting. Only one of us have survived. The rest of the crew are dead, as are the crew of the commercial starship Montero. Both ships and their cargoes destroyed. It's up to the colonial marshals to take it from here and clean up this mess. This is Laurie Clayton signing off.
And as you climb into your cryopod and the canopy comes down and you start to lose consciousness as the cryogases pump into the chamber, you're scratching furiously at your neck.
Damn. Wow.
Yay! Excellent.
God, Call of
Had to be
Cthulhu's
more.
easy mode compared to this.
I know, right?
Bloody hell.
Yeah. Fantastic. That was great.
Will
I
I
love
show the trailer for Destroyer of Worlds first, and then we'll talk spoilers?
That's up to you. Nope. Why is that black?
Don't want a token.
There we go.
Chariot of the gods.
So this is what we have coming up next. Because I do believe that's the end of Chariot of the Gods, yes?
It is the end, yes. That is the end.
So the next part of this adventure is Destroyer of Worlds. We're getting the aliens music. Is that thing feasible?
Space elevator.
Yeah.
Apparently. Well, I mean,
I imagine it'd be wobbly.
theoretically.
I don't know. I'd be a bit worried.
Ooh.
I find it hard to believe, but apparently that's a supposedly viable option, aren't they?
Yeah. I reckon they were going to use carbon nanotubes to build it and stuff. I don't know. Too damn expensive, probably.
Yeah.
What's that say?
Can't read that.
Gone. G-O-N-E, gone.
This is actually a pretty cool video.
Like, who needs aliens? This universe is grim enough. And there we go.
I got a good feeling about that one. I don't know about you.
Another glorious death awaits.
Yeah.
I mean, you had two pretty cool cinematic deaths there, man. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Glory of the Empire, eh?
2 deaths for 1 character as well. Yeah,
Yeah, awesome.
bleeding to death and then having your arm ripped out of its socket.
That wasn't even enough to die
that
once.
was grim.
They were worse than the Xenomorphs. The them things were. Was that thing like, you know, Prometheus? Remember the guy gets infected?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Rah," looks as if he's all burnt and had the.
That's them. The abominations, the ones that are they're kind of infected by the black goo.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of. I mean, that was really cool. I really liked that, but I don't know if I was barking up the wrong tree when I was thinking the vaccine. I thought the vaccine was what they were using, they'd given to the Marines, and they were turning into.
Well, that was the
it wasn't
that.
No, so the way they landed on, so this research vessel, they'd intercepted a transmission. I think you could actually, if you'd gone to the bridge and done more stuff on the bridge, there's loads of stuff you can get on the bridge. There's like you can get recordings of the original transmission. Let me move that because I'm looking at.
By the way, folks, anyone watching, spoilers ahead if you're planning to run this scenario yourself. So
I think it's a bit late.
They're with us at this point, Colin. I think.
just cover my back. You know, we've got to let out there that we're not getting into the plot.
I mean, there's
details.
bits we've obviously missed.
But yeah, there's quite a bit of replay value when you run it if you run it, because like I said, there's loads of stuff. There's loads of stuff on the bridge. Well, I say a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you can find on the bridge, the information you can pull up from the bridge, is extra stuff I added in. But yeah, there's like there was like a signal. I think it's the I can't remember if it's the signal from the Prometheus or if it's signal from one of the engineers' ships. But there's essentially that signal's intercepted, and much like in Alien, corporate accidentally hears about this signal and decides to act on it, and so he sends out the Kronos with this under the guise of being a scientific exploration, but they basically send him out to recover this this fluid, this agent, right. This the one with the the long number AX blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Which is located on a previously unexplored planetoid in the Draconis 26 system. Hence the name, and that's why. So they name the substance, or rather the inoculation. They name that the Draconis strain. So when they get down to the planet's being mutated. It's like this lush planet, but it's already been affected by the fluid. By the substance, by the black goo, and that's created these fungal things, and fungal growths. But there's also some of these creatures down there already, and so they get attacked. Not long after they get down there, they get attacked. Loads of them get killed almost straight off. More get infected and give birth to more of these things. They evacuate the planet, bring up the science module, which is like of the ships, and they enter got a big science module that's on the ship. And so they quarantine everybody in there, trying to figure out what's happening. Science team develops the inoculation in a rush. And they don't know. They basically use the black goo to try and back engineer that to create a vaccination against these spores. Which it works, but 9 times out of 10 it also infects people with the black goo and causes them it basically rewrites their entire DNA and turns them into them.
Did you say 9 times out of 10?
9 times out of 10, yeah.
Amazing.
9 times out of 10. But of course they didn't know that. No, just it clears up any trace of the spores, the infection from the spores, and it basically turns because when they get infected with the spores, it creates like a tumor, it looks like a big cancer tumor, and basically like makes that inert and cause it to be like discharged from the body.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
But yeah, so they lost control of the situation. They're like trying to quarantine things in science module, but people were already infected, they didn't know about. So there were more of these aliens running about the ship, and Johns, along with some others, decided to eject the science module with all the science team on board, all the quarantined crew. So almost everybody were like killed when they ejected them from anybody that were left. They were like on the science module. They got ejected, and they all died. After that, they lost control of the ship. There's people running around going crazy. They didn't know why people were going mad and attacking everybody. So they basically set Ava to try and sort out the problem, and they just like legged it and hid in cryo, expecting Ava to sort everything out and then bring him out of cryo again.
Poor Ava.
But Ava trying to deal with the situation. She got beaten up by some of these things and disabled. The ship got hit by ran into a micro what's called like micro asteroids or whatever, micro meteorites that hit the ship, took out the communications. The all the systems on the ship started failing over time. Life support shut down, and everything, which sent all the remaining creatures that were still alive, sent them into hibernation. The temperatures dropped down to like minus 40 or something. And so
it sounded like they had as much luck as we did.
Yeah, it didn't go well. So they were all infected. They didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
Right.
That was very cool.
And then of course you turned up.
Yeah, made matters so much better.
Yeah. So the ship, the Montero. So Wilson had the special order. He was aware of that before you even left Anchor Point.
Okay.
As was Miller was aware of, or Lucas, should we say?
Yeah.
Miller wasn't even called. That wasn't even Miller's name. He was called Lucas.
Yeah, and he was working for a different corporation.
Wasn't he? Working for Bionational, I think, wasn't
he? Something like that. Yeah.
It's no wonder I didn't like him.
Yeah.
But he was like a deep cover, so it's like waiting for like a sleeper agent, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Wilson knew about the special order. Knew about he knew all about the ship was going to be found before he even left Anchor Point.
Yeah. I mean, it would give too much away, wouldn't it? If we found out, was it Wilson that sabotaged the Montero?
So Wilson, as part of his
point of blowing up the Montero anyway, because
as part of his orders, Wilson was given permission to do that if necessary.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, although it was under the guise of rescue mission, the company wanted the Kronos back.
Okay.
And as soon as it looked like you might abandon the Kronos for the Montero and get everybody back use the Montero for getting people off, that's what triggered the destruct. And Mother did that. Wilson didn't get a chance. Mother did it because she were operating on that special order.
But Wilson was
so
aware.
when you and Cham went across to try and
because we were moving stuff across,
moving the stuff across, so she triggered it.
Wow,
rude.
Unfortunately, nobody. So then there's all this thing like about if somebody pilots the ship to get to a safe distance away from the Kronos, and then there's a thing like maybe Ryan Cham want to try and get some of that tritium gas off the ship. So there's all them possibilities that could have gone.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't even think about moving the ship away. I don't know why it didn't even cross my mind. I mean, because we had time as well. That was the thing.
Yeah.
We had 10 minutes and we were just kind of like, we'll just go back. And it felt like we were in a rush and it was a panic.
Yeah.
But it turns out
you don't really do much in 10 minutes. An EV switch.
Well, that's right. I mean, you'd have had to fly the ship away, and then one of us would have had to sacrifice themselves as well, wouldn't they? I suppose.
Potentially. Last time I played it, somebody were going to sacrifice themselves, and then they used Daisy, that loader shuttle.
Oh yeah.
So they flew the ship away, set it on set the autopilot to fly the ship away, and then got out on the loader.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know why. It just felt like we didn't have that much time. It felt like it was.
Because it was past the 5 minutes. Remember, because you've got 5 minutes to cancel the order, and we tried to go and cancel the order,
And it didn't work.
and it didn't work. So that left us with 5 minutes. What the hell can you do with
I
5
don't
minutes?
know. I just that was funny.
but
Wow. That was cool. Thanks very much for that, Phil. Thanks for letting us play it, Clint.
Oh, what was Kayla's secret mission then?
Oh,
Secret
agendas,
Fire off or what?
At the end, it was literally just what Clayton said. If you help her, you get off the ship. That was literally it.
She was doing a Wilson.
Yeah. She basically,
Oh, you could.
But it was literally just at the end that Clayton actually contacted her. It wasn't like that was
we took our headphones off.
Yeah.
That was literally it. She literally just basically contacted me as like, just get me this stuff and I'll get you off the ship. It's guaranteed. You know what I mean? And you'll get paid.
Yeah, because
okay.
Rye's final Act 3 agenda was to do whatever she could to get money, because she's got like a family, transport a family at home, and her brother was terminally ill and couldn't afford medical treatment.
Oh my god!
So I already had.
You don't need to be hearing this, Colin. You don't need to be hearing this now.
Files in my pocket to sell.
Well, she's got a bolt in her head for the trouble.
Yeah.
So her Act 3 thing was to get as much money as possible and to get off the ship.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no matter what the cost of her soul. That's what it says.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, well, that's fair enough then. Well played, Tony. Yep.
I can't remember. So
you would have gotten it if it wasn't just for the
meddling kids.
Yeah.
If it wasn't just for that moment of me coming off the lift and you'd have been away.
So poor old Cham, of course, didn't survive.
No.
So Cham were the all round.
That was
good
just
guys.
like so cinematic, though. How he went out, I thought when that happened, it was like one of those truly shocking moments, like you get in the films where
just
didn't even have a chance to react, and he was like took so much damage, he was just dead like that.
Yeah. It was just a pure accident, to be fair, because he literally just went down the wrong corridor.
Went down the wrong corridor. That was it.
It was wow. The way it happened, I just thought, wow. That was cool.
I should have let Phil went, are you sure about that? And I'm like, yeah.
It's always a telltale sign. Are you sure you want to do that? So Cham's agenda, if he'd have survived, he was just the all-round good guy. He just wanted to get everybody off the ship
his
safely.
family. He had known nothing else. That was it.
Yeah. Davis, he just wanted to kind of a bit of redemption at the end.
He
wanted to save the day, kill whatever risk to himself. Wanted to kill the monsters and get everybody off the Chronos, save everybody basically.
Cool.
He just wanted to save Miller so bad.
Yeah, he did. He loved Miller.
That was amazing. He played.
That was a really difficult
player.
Yeah,
so, which is funny because
role because I had two agendas, obviously.
Yeah.
One is Miller and one is Lucas, and then you've got the whole Davis is your best friend, and it's like, but I'm a fucking robot. It was but I thought that kind of worked at the end with him.
What would have happened, Lucas? Because you just walked past Ava without noticing. What would have happened if you had encountered Ava?
Well, yeah, because I did wonder. I was actually thinking at first I was going to talk her into helping me try to blow up the ship, because that was Miller's agenda at the end, was to destroy everything.
Lucas's.
Necessary. Yeah, Lucas's. Yeah. to destroy everything and make sure that none of the stuff falls into Weyland-Yutani's hands, and murder if necessary. It said.
Wow.
And I thought I was going to try. I was wondering at first whether I could persuade Ava to help me blow up the ship. But after Reed had said that she wouldn't do anything to harm any of the crew, I kind of figured that's probably.
That's what I thought.
hard.
I thought, like, if we're going to have a mission, because I was thinking that we're going to have to blow up a ship.
Yeah.
And I thought if we were going to do that, she might have been programmed to stop us.
Yes.
So that's what I thought. What's the best way to get her out of the road?
Yeah.
We'll fix
Well, she was
the
clearly
air scrubbers.
programmed to prevent people getting killed, which would involve blowing up the ship would fall under that.
So that's what I thought. She would have kicked something in and stopped us. So I just thought in the spot, okay, send her off to do something that.
Which was genius. Yeah. That was great.
Ava's agenda was just to make sure to help the humans on the Kronos and make sure they survive regardless of the cost to her safety.
Yeah. So, yeah.
She might have stopped the.
She might have done. Yeah. Or
Did you tell her that she was going to blow up?
Yeah, she was still fixing things.
Yeah,
still fixing the air conditioning.
She puts the last panel in.
Yeah.
Done.
There were another abomination in there as well.
Was there?
Yeah. It starts off in the what, because it's when you first get on the ship before the power comes back on, it's all frozen, and the water at the bottom of the shaft, it's just like a solid block of ice in there. There's an abomination frozen, gently frozen in the ice.
Oh, so once the air scrubbers come online, that gets defrosted.
Yeah, that melts and it wakes up again.
What about the neomorph in the vehicle bay? What was the crack with that?
They were dying.
24 hours, didn't they? So it'd obviously been awake for 24 hours or whatever, and it was reaching the end of its natural life.
Yeah,
that's I figure what it was. But
I wasn't. Is that a movie thing? I don't think it was it? Is that is that for the game as opposed to the movie?
It's it's canon because everything in the everything in the game.
It's never been addressed in the movies, has it?
I don't think it was mentioned in the film. No, I don't think it came up as a thing in the film. No.
So technically, you can wait these things out if you.
Because they're basically they're basically like created to go to like send in and basically blitz an area and wipe out any life.
And then
die, and then you can come down and
die. Yeah.
But that's going to be different from the xenomorphs.
Yeah,
because we'll think back to aliens. The xenomorphs can wait indefinitely.
Yeah.
Well, originally xenomorphs were like it never, but then there was that bullshit in Covenant that tried to make out that
I have not watched Covenant and I refuse to.
It's a decent
one then, Colin.
No, it's a decent film. It's a decent film if you don't just ignore it being part of the alien.
Yeah, but that's the problem because it's
much like anything after Aliens, pretty much anyway. Really.
Yeah.
In that it tries to make out that David, the synthetic, that he created the aliens.
That takes something away from the aliens. Though,
it does. It's rubbish.
After Prometheus, I saw that Ridley Scott had just disappeared up his own arse.
Well, I think before he did Prometheus, he did that.
Yeah, but it was really obvious.
Yeah, I didn't rate Prometheus at all. It looked visually, it was.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty.
Yeah,
it was impressive.
Story-wise, it was like, who the hell did you get your 12-year-old kid to write this, Ridley? What's going on?
Well, he didn't write them, you see, before. That's why they were good. He just directed.
Yeah.
But then he's like, it's like, what's his face? Frank Miller.
What's that? Sorry,
Frank Miller was assistant director in Sin City.
Oh, okay.
Then he thought he was Billy Big Balls when he went to do The Spirit.
Okay.
He arsed it up. Look at Star Wars. George Lucas had help with the original trilogy, and then he thought he was Billy Big Balls when he went to the prequels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a pattern that's been repeated hundreds and hundreds of times in Hollywood, and they still do it.
Yeah. Thank God Denis Villeneuve did Blade Runner 2049.
That wasn't a bad movie.
It was fantastic. I really liked that. But Ridley didn't. He said it was too long.
He just needs to.
Bloody Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what this.
What they don't
Romulus is.
realize is they're deconstructing their own legacies by being arseholes.
Yeah.
They would be revered throughout time. Look, George Lucas is a perfect example. He's going to go soon. A laughing stock. That's his legacy. He's an absolute laughing stock.
Yeah.
So everything he built over years, you get involved with your own hubris and then destroyed.
Yeah.
James
Yeah.
Cameron, look at him in the Terminator franchise. I'm going to come back and save it. Stand shitter. A laughing stock. You know, it's self. They'll keep doing it.
I guess so.
There hadn't been a good Terminator film after the first one. They were all crap after that. Second one was garbage.
Shut up.
See,
That's
It
where
was
I'll
garbage.
I mean, I gotta admit.
Going down in the middle. Oh, look, I'm like, thumbs up, and
Yeah,
there's a die.
that's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He, you know, and you kind of have to give him, but he's not capable of anything else. You know, he's one real wonder.
Oh, it's a good Terminator. Yeah.
I quite like the Terminator in Terminator 2, though, like the baddie.
Yeah,
But
that's
have you seen this boy?
T-1000, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a Terminator role-playing game? I'm surprised.
Yes,
There is.
there is. I've heard it's not great.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
supposed to be very good.
I don't know, but I've heard it's not great.
If it followed the TV series, it'd be the TV series is actually a good bit of lore that you could work with.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember watching the TV show and thinking it was pretty good, really.
Surprisingly good, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, because it was just.
And they start messing around with the old timey stuff though. At the end, that's like they did, didn't they? At the end, in the last episode before the show got
But
cancelled.
they left it in the cliffhanger. They didn't really.
They did, yeah.
They're starting, but it was pretty coherent right up until the very end.
Yeah.
But that's TV shows do that all the time. They write themselves in the corners because they don't have a plan.
Yeah, well, I guess because they work. A lot of them they're just working
Go
season to season, aren't they?
instead of
Right.
writing.
Yeah,
Write a 10 series arc, even if you don't get to make it.
yeah,
Plot it out. I know you're going.
yeah. So I mean, suppose things like Game of Thrones, it kind of worked for them, didn't it? Well, you had the books
Up until the run
until the last season. We're going to talk about that. That was the last season.
No, I'd say earlier. I'd say about season 6 they started falling off. Once they ran out of book and George R. Martin was bouncing naked on trampolines instead of writing. And doing everything not to write the book.
when he did a George Lucas, you mean? Is that what you were?
Essentially.
It's just
Look at any interview.
How do you sleep at night? On a huge pile of money surrounded by many beautiful women.
No, but has anybody not watched an interview with George R. Martin and not realize he's an absolute tit?
I have never seen him interviewed.
Watch some interviews, and do you remember this is the man that created Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, right.
If you remember that with Linda Hamilton and
The
Robert
series.
Reynolds.
I have vague
Yeah, that was-
recollections.
Oh my
but
God,
not-
is it?
not liking
That was
it.
George R. R. Martin. That's where he started out.
Oh my
Beauty and the
God.
Beast.
Jesus.
You remember
Christ.
that lovely
I do.
Yeah.
thing that
Awful.
fell off?
That was
Wheels up.
Bobbins. That was that was terrible.
The people who lived, the homeless people were dressed better than the street kids abroad. They all had uniforms like a flipping militant cult.
Wow.
Oh god, this could be another 3 hours. I better wind
That's
this
it.
back in. Right. So, plan is we're going to talk about the Alien movie. We're going to go and talk about the movies while Phil gets ready and destroy.
Well,
Right now. We're going to talk about it right now. Will you go and get ready?
Give you a chance. Give you a chance
Okay.
to get in. Well, rather than losing the Tuesday slot, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
we'll do a movie review.
Oh,
And we'll
that
just
sounds. Yeah. We're
we'll
going to
just,
watch Alien. And then
we'll watch Alien and we'll just chew the fat
we'll
about it.
share our thoughts on the film. That sounds interesting. Have you seen the film, Tony?
Yeah. I've seen
That did not sound very cool.
I'm not
them.
convinced.
I'm not entirely sure how many there are.
Yeah.
There's only 3.
There's only 2.
I think I've seen the originals. I've not seen the newer stuff.
Actually,
Yeah.
I do like the third one, but
What, 1987? 87? The newest, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
1979, 1980. 1984,
98.
1986.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, I've not seen like what you talk about, like Prometheus and all that. The ones since.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about alien films
That's
though.
fan
So
fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fan fiction. They were
They
on
don't-
YouTube. You know, they don't exist.
But, yeah, I don't deny I enjoyed Prometheus and the other one. I keep forgetting the name. But as far as them being alien films, no.
But the alien actually turns up in Covenant, though, doesn't it?
Kind of. It's not fully.
I've seen the clip. It's like it's a very nice
It's on the ship.
on the window or whatever.
It's not completely the same. Oh my God.
Okay.
But they also dropped all because of that they dropped all the like the biomechanical stuff of it because the original were all its teeth is like metal.
Yeah, like metal. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but no, that's because he wrote all that out.
David and his fingering. God, I mean,
but yeah, they're entertaining films. But as far as them being part of Alien story, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think the role playing game's done a good job of including the stuff from Prometheus while disregarding a lot of it.
oh, cool, right, yeah.
Oh, what you mean? A role-playing game's better written than most movies? What a shock! That's funny enough. That's why we were a bit late with the stream because we just started off in this rant about.
We had to save this.
Yeah, we really forgot this.
Yeah.
We've done this before, folks, on other channels. We forgot to actually play the game because we started riffing and things.
I don't know what you're talking about, Colin. I don't know when that happened.
No. All our legions of watchers waiting and it's like, where are we going? Oh yeah, we forgot, sorry.
3 hours about talking about obscure karate kung fu films.
Oh no.
That has happened. The thing is, it'd probably be more entertaining if you just had it.
Was that
go
when
live.
you Tatters of the King, wasn't it? When you ended up was that
when the episode that
Yeah, we just randomly forgot to play the game. we're all there. And we'll just start riffing. I mean, we went hours. It's like, oh, did we forget to start?
priceless.
Nice.
But that's when you know you're having fun. That's the most important thing. And that's what I tell people when I'm discussing role-playing games. The important thing is people get together and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
Don't get bogged down with the rules. Don't worry about being an actor. Don't worry about being good at it. That's not the whole point of this.
No, definitely not. No.
It's spinning the yarn and a story and just letting the story take you. And you know what? If that's not where the rules say or the book says, it doesn't matter. Everyone's engaged and enjoying themselves. The game's good. It's working.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Fantastic.
So have we got a rough
Tomorrow
idea?
night we are in Helter Skelter on your channel.
God, yeah. Well, in theory, I'm still in the process of reading and setting it up.
All right.
The overlay looks
I'm sure we can.
crazy.
Don't worry, we can waffle and waste time.
Well, I think
while we're
when I-
actually role-playing.
Kung Fu movies, you'll be all right, won't you?
yeah,
All Phil has to do with our Wednesday group is just set us on a tangent, and he could actually literally read the rule books while we're doing that. Because he knows what we're like, no, give us a bone, and we'll know at it for about an hour.
the overlay. I think I spent more time doing the overlay than actually reading the.
Yeah, your overlay looks like a, I don't know,
That's psychedelic.
Sergeant Pepper's cover or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's see if we can.
That was good stuff.
That's what happens though when you get into something. You're like, oh, I just gotta make it just for, and you just
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out the guy who wrote it. Is there's a lot of like celebrities mentioned in it, but Charles Manson has changed the name to Charlie Hanson, and there's the Doors in it as well, and he's changed them to the Doors of Perception, which I can understand. But the names of the people are like Jim Morrison is James Morrison James or something, things like this. And I couldn't figure out why he'd done that.
Yeah, where's he? Because the the estates of those people will be after him, all over him, like a rash. But I thought they changed the name of Charles Manson because you don't want everybody to know who the bad guy is right at the start.
Well, no, but it's pretty. I mean, he's right. He's there from. He's right in the first scenes. He's opening. He's in the opening scenes. It's pretty. Shares. How do I do this? Select a window.
What the Zimmer Monkey Tales have coming up?
Two-headed serpent.
Oh, there's that.
Friday, yep.
Friday night, yeah.
And Twilight's back on Saturday.
Is it?
For one bit.
You sure enough?
How does that work?
You're sharing your monitor?
Yeah, I'm trying to show you the
overlay.
The overlay. Oh God, what's all this stuff now? Oh, what's it going?
So, what did you say else was coming up there, Tony?
It's Pulp Cthulhu with Phil running that for us. Two-Headed Serpent on the Friday. On the Saturday, I think it's going to be the last session that we're going to be doing for Twilight 2000 for a while. That's about it. I think. And then I think the week after that.
Yeah, we've got Cordwood, which is the second part of a one-shot that one of our members created.
Cordwood is a game written by Dire Squirrel, Western, kind of weird West kind of setting. We did a session of that a while back. He's doing another session for us, and we got our Christmas party on the 16th. Is it 17th?
Yeah,
16th.
Christmas stream.
Yeah,
and then we take a break.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the overlay.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
I think it might give somebody a seizure, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to put out like a
epileptic warning or something.
Yeah, epilepsy warning.
It looks fucking amazing though.
How long did that take? Exciting times. And I'm going to be talking to John Hawkins on Saturday.
John Mark Hicks. Yeah.
John Hicks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
nice.
What time are you doing that?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Cool.
Or I'll send a reminder around before an hour before. But yeah, it's scheduled already in the YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Check the channel.
Yeah,
you see the schedule
already
straight. You can
bloody
remind
nice. It's John.
Yes. It's great.
Yeah, that'll be the second because I chatted to the action fiction guys and we had an absolute blast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, John can talk.
He's in the right company then.
He's brilliant. Brilliant.
I used to set those streams for an hour and then I had to go be an hour and a half because an hour just wasn't covering it.
Yeah.
Because once we start people who are they think it's an interview, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
you're going to be asking
them to realize it's just me talking absolute bollocks and just having no one person to put in. And the whole point is to have a laugh. Then it's like, oh, this is fun. And then
open up. Yeah.
Most of those interviews go like hour and a half, 2 hours easy.
Brilliant. Yeah.
I'm not trying to catch anybody out or anything, you know what I mean? That's not my style. But what's the point in that?
That should be good. Yeah. I'll catch that because I think I'm playing in Twilight that evening, so I'll have to catch that later.
Yeah, that's no worries.
Yeah.
That's busy channels, you know what I mean? That's a being of having busy channels. We try and cross where we can and complement each other, but
it's fantastic.
That's a good thing about replays though. At least we can all keep up to date with each other's works. But just say thanks very much, guys.
Thanks.
That was fun. I'm looking forward to the next one. That's going to be an absolute just blast of anything like this. Just the intrigue alone. So much fun to play.
It was, and excellently run there, Phil, as well.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great fun.
So there you go, folks. Plan to get on in all 3 channels. Links are in the description and the chat there. Just make sure you follow everybody and keep up to date with the channels. Do the typey clicky things. And until next time, keep it creepy, keep it horrific.
Bye.